Hello, I am Brandon, the humble host of Actual Play Broadcast. This will serve as an introduction to our broadcast for the time being. As we record and publish more, it shall change. We are still getting things set up, so apologies for any errors, skips, or silence that may occur. Everything will be smoothed out in due time. Please enjoy our broadcasts of various RPGs, and remember to tune in for more every other week, as continuations or new adventures will be posted at such times. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
And we are go.
It's time for
Right. Well, we back at it again with another session of Aldfair.
Oh boy.
This is,
Prepare to Die edition.
This is, well, I guess for the recording that will actually be posted. This is session 2. But actually session 10.
Fine. It's, just, it's our dark ages.
That's it. Before we get into things for this session, as a reminder, I'm Zemian. I'm the GM for the game. This is Pathfinder First Edition. We got some homebrew. We have some alternate rules. We got all the fun shit. We talked about like trigger warnings and shit last time. Kind of want to revisit some of that in the same vein. Fantasy racism is a thing. That does not mean we condone nor support bigotry in the real world. If you think that, you're misinterpreting. It's just how I present my fantasy settings. I try to have people be as real as people are, regardless of what race or ancestry they are, or whatever you want to call it. If people are shit.
If you don't think racism is real in real life, you probably contribute to it.
Yes. Additionally, last session, the players obviously encountered humans that were clearly described as what we would call Asian in appearance. Just want to preface, when it comes to cultures in general, I pull inspiration from many different places. Sometimes it's other bits of fiction. Sometimes it's real world cultures and such like that. I want to establish now, so this doesn't become like a point of contention later on in the story or anything like that. These are fictional people. While there are inspirations from the real world, these are fictional people. And anything they do or say does not reflect on like what I or any of the players think about those cultures or societies that I have pulled inspiration from.
I'm sorry, these are fictional people in your fictional world? That's totally
Yes.
immersion breaking. I can't play anymore.
Yes. I just, there's been shit I've seen online of people like reading too deep into some shit. And it's like, I understand, like, you want to make sure people are being respectful and stuff. And it's like, I make a point to try not to fetishize and to just present things in a very real light. Yes. Like, I will say, like, this Asian group, without spoiling anything, is like has theming after like feudal Japanese society, but it's not. I did not transplant Japan into my setting, okay? So if these people are like super evil, that does not mean I think Japanese people are super evil. Don't read into it like that. People are people. People do fucked up shit. But people also do good shit. And I do not treat my societies or cultures in my settings as entirely evil. I guess y'all didn't really get to see it because the recordings are lost, but like Rhea's mentor was a drow. Drow society is generally considered evil in the setting. However, there are obviously drow that are not evil because she learned from one. So
Hey,
just getting in front of that.
Hey, she might shank puppies on the side. Who knows?
Yeah, don't you prejudge her habits.
I mean, who doesn't?
At the very least, she beats the shit out of drunk people and takes their money.
Yeah.
Legally. In pit fights.
While also being drunk at the same time.
It's legally
Yes.
at
I'm
the
finished.
mark.
So just wanted to preface, because humans appeared that the players are not familiar with. Just want to establish we're all pretty left-leaning here, if you haven't picked up on that yet. None of us are racists or bigots of any kind.
I actually leaned down.
Not on purpose, at least.
So
Dealing with.
any like racist behavior or anything like that happens within the fiction of the world is purely within the fiction of the world and does not reflect any real life opinions or anything of the sort. So, with that out of the way, who wants to do the recap?
Definitely not me.
Well, after
yeah,
you
definitely
just
not you.
set us up to spike just the best volleyball ever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
gonna volunteer somebody.
I'll do the recap. I don't
Okay.
care. So we're on a strange new world, a whole new world.
No, don't you copyright us.
That joke's been used so
It's
many
less than
times.
6 seconds. We're fine.
I can make it longer.
Wait, is that the rule?
But so,
It's 10, but yeah.
Yeah, we arrive in this strange new world that we don't recognize on a beach with a not exactly tropical weather, but not far from it. Like definitely a humid, moderate, humid, temperate environment.
Well, it was initially dry when you guys showed up, but it's over the past day it's gotten a little more humid. You get the sense that rain is coming.
Yeah.
We're in Florida.
Oh no.
No.
I left for a reason.
No, it's not like breathing soup. I said it's a little humid.
This is true.
It's not Florida humid.
But as we were getting settled in, the princess, probably queen, but she doesn't want to accept the title of princess. That's a whole other thing that she might have to get over.
I mean, that's kind of fair.
Yeah, but again, might have to get over that. Calls for everyone's attention, gets around like 5,000 plus people, and says that tries to keep everyone's spirits up, saying that we're not lost, we're not dead, we're all alive, we need to carry on. Also, I need people who are willing to scout the nearby area for possible dangers and to take care of said dangers. All volunteers, please meet High Hand, Sir Roderick High Hand, who then raised his hand, and I had to stifle a laugh in real life.
I forgot that was his name.
Yeah. Tasked us to go search the southwest. Basically, follow the beach line, go to the southwest. We encountered some very large oxen-esque creatures, a dire weasel, which was both frightening and adorable, all at the same time. And then we ran across what might have been people, but we're not sure. We didn't get a good look at them. The description given, I write down the description? I did not. I'm terrible. I wasn't the one that actually passed.
Been people.
Yeah, I wasn't the one that passed the check. But they looked like they were either destitute or exiled or out here roughing it like the rest of us. And when we were told that we saw any signs of actual intelligent life, we were told to come back, report it. Came back, reported it, and we're told, cool, you're going to go find them and track them back to wherever they came from. And then a number of us went looking for our family members. A lot of us failed. Tilk finally reconnected with his cousins. Found out that they are probably in severe financial debt because they are bad with money. And then learned about Lady Seraphina potentially taking the mantle of High Priestess. Princess is struggling with succession. She doesn't want to succeed her father because maybe she believes he's not dead. Maybe she doesn't want to believe she's dead. He's dead. Maybe she doesn't want to take over. I don't know. That is the thing that we want to explore in game. Anything important that I missed?
Well, you've been tasked to track down these alleged humans in the morning. Or at least to set out in the morning to track them down and determine whether or not they will be friend or foe, and if they seem approachable, to try to bring them back to camp to talk.
Liana did also.
And if
find
they
her-
seem dangerous, well, we need to secure the area.
Kill them like the rest.
become the danger. We're totally not colonizers, guys.
Yeah. Also, Liana wasn't here last session. Do we have an introduction now in this new timeline of ours?
That was me.
Hi,
Sveta
I'm
wasn't.
Sveta. I'm in your
Oh,
that was
walls,
your last
ready to
session.
eat your liver.
No, Liana.
No, I was here.
last session. All right.
And I found my oldest sister and my father and revealed to them my now tiefling nature. And they revealed to me in turn that they're not dead. So that was great. I don't know how my father took it because I happened off screen. Sister took it all right though.
Oh, you meant
Yeah.
Sveta.
Yeah,
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, your
like I said,
father-
I'm Sveta. Nice to meet you. I'm behind you in your walls. I will be eating your liver tonight. Thank you.
That's fine. I don't use it.
Are you gonna cackle?
Oh no, I meant the viewer. I'm gonna be eating their liver.
Could you give a description of Sveta, since many of us probably did not do a great job? The primary thing that we remembered is that you're a winter witch.
Yes, I am a winter witch of the winter season. Don't worry about it. Just know I like the cold now. Sveta is actually a somewhat plain looking, just normal human. Oh, I guess not normal. She's a witch.
The cold never
Um,
bothered you anyway.
Damn it!
No, I'm not
pulling a gift.
Elsa. I'm not even albino. I didn't get the cool genes.
You have Mama G.
No, I have like auburn hair. About 5'6". God. One moment. Yes, 5'6". With some slight heterochromia. One blue eye, one green. And a pretty light build, clocking in at about 132 pounds.
Okay. So to help Sveta get an eye for the scene, the majority of the people have come off the ships. Some have chosen to stay on the ships. You, for the past day, have been helping set up this, effectively a tent city. There are pockets of like bonfires and campfires and stuff all over the place. But rows and rows and rows of basic tents have been set up for people to kind of sleep in and stuff, because people are eager just to be off the boats. And regardless of whether or not they know they're going to be staying here long term, people want to like be on land for at least a little bit while they can. So you've been hanging out, helping out with that for the past day.
Yeah.
The evening will pass, getting like some dinner. And then in the morning, presumably, your friends are going to come find you. I'm going to open up the floor for y'all to handle whatever you want to do RP-wise amongst each other for the morning, because my stomach is betraying me. I need to step away for like 3 or 4 minutes. So, open floor to RP. Don't talk to any NPCs. I'll be right back.
No problem.
So I'm gonna go talk to all the NPCs. Sveta says to the other PCs, looking at the
Yeah.
camera.
Just walks,
Slowly looks at the camera and goes like, "Yeah."
gives it a look.
Don't go out to go find Sveta, because we are going to need help for this dangerous endeavor we are about to undertake, potentially.
Yeah.
Well,
Is our style not going to do that?
Fun. Urstal is actually going to be, because it's the morning time, he's going to be working on his extract. So you're probably going to see him next to a campfire, just kind of with some cubes and some vials and some weird liquids and things. And just
I didn't hear tubes, I heard poos.
Oh my god. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Very strange alchemy up in here.
Yeah. Very
look,
strange.
man, it doesn't matter how the extracts work as long as there is something in it It just happens.
Anyhow, Okurospeta is like, look who we found. I will point to Liana.
Oh, awesome! I was very worried you actually wouldn't have been able to make it.
A wave too. Yeah, I was a little bit late making it to the docks, but there were still some ships left.
Oh, so you were just on one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was hoping I'd
that's
ended up on the same one, but I knew the chances weren't great. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I'm just. It's been a lot. I'm glad that we didn't lose another.
You're telling me. I told the others already, but I saw some things in the moments before the end of the city.
Hmm?
Probably the same things the rest of you saw. I just had a higher vantage point.
Ah.
Um,
Yeah, for a
I don't
moment
really-
we saw you flying with the old man.
Oh yeah, with Tremak.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made it out. I hope he did, and I wouldn't put it past him, but I probably shouldn't make assumptions. I think he would tell me not to. Anyway, Tremak and I saw what seemed to be the Archlich leading the forces that attacked us, along with the rest of the army. The scale of the attacking forces was indescribable, and Tremak's shield around the city, along with Tremak himself, fell with what seemed to be little effort on the part of said Archlich.
Huh. Well, that's deeply concerning.
Yeah, I know it's not exactly helpful information, but it maybe gives us a sense of
we know
perspective on what we were up against.
Yeah, we know to watch out for spooky liches now because they will absolutely kick our ass.
Yeah, I mean, well, I assume any lich would. It takes even a special kind of one of them to take out someone like Tremak that easily. But they can. Well, we don't know how long that lich has been planning this, or how long they've been around in general. They've theoretically had all the time in the world to prepare.
But that's not the pressing matter at the moment.
Right. It's
More pressing matter?
it'll probably remain on my mind for a while. The time on the ship wasn't exactly eventful, so. But I thought I would catch you up on what I told the others at the very least.
Yeah, no, I
because you
appreciate
missed it. Hopefully, well, I suppose it gives a sense of what we may be up against in the future, but hopefully not. I hope that they don't follow us here. That would be gratuitous. I don't know exactly if their goal is to destroy all of us or just take the continent or what, but anyway, have you heard about what we're all supposed to be doing?
No. Just been kind of helping people get set up here.
Well,
Oh, right. Oh, go ahead, Tilk. Sorry.
the princess, next in line to the throne, is survived, so the royal lineage is still alive. So she is acting as de facto leader, and you probably heard about several announcements she made, but she required that a number of parties be formed to go and explore the surrounding area and watch out for any immediate dangers. And we volunteered ourselves to help because I bear that we're helping, and a number of us needed a distraction while the boats unloaded the people so they potentially come back and find family.
Okay.
our little excursion didn't yield much. At first, we found local wildlife. Things grow big here. Like the cows, their whatever their bovine is here, bigger than what we got back home. More muscle, more meat, but bigger and probably harder to maintain. A giant weasel that would eat Harrison alive, so keep him close.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it ate something that was probably about twice the size of Harrison.
Scoops up a rabbit and stuffs it into her shirt.
Yeah.
I don't think you described Harrison to the viewers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Being a witch, Sveta's familiar is a Arctic rabbit named Harrison.
He was probably just loving this humid weather.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, no, he is upset, in a word.
I imagine that has been the theme for the last week.
Probably the theme for the
Very
past
much.
8 months.
Gotta make ice cubes with Ray Frost and feed them to him.
Adorable. But what we did find was some local intelligent life. And fully human. I didn't fully recognize them, but this is a whole new world for everybody. The only thing I have from Caius is rumors of people coming here to seek their fortunes and then either learning a hard lesson and dying or just never being heard of or about again. So, this place is dangerous. Like I said, everything likes to grow big around here. But we did find some life. We were told not to engage with it, come back, report it. We came back, we reported it, and we were going to... Now we've been told that we're going to go track them here in a little bit. So, if you'd like to come with us in that, we'd appreciate the help.
We're diplomats now.
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Diplomats if they feel down to talk. If they don't feel like the talking sort and more like the stabby sort, then we'll also need your help then.
I guess I can try to put someone to sleep if need be. Like,
That work?
Do you ever use that on yourself when you're having trouble sleeping?
yes.
Oh man, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, that's with dark bags under their eyes. But
I
I'm
put
gonna
it
go.
to great use on the ship right over.
But yeah, we're gonna go collect Earthstyle. I imagine he's getting ready for the day, making his weird concoctions.
Watering toast.
Butter and toast. But yeah, so if you'd like to come with, you might get to see the prince. I'm gonna keep saying princess. I feel like
That
that's
seems to be how she wants to be referred to, at least.
Yeah, I mean, calling her Her Grace is still polite manners and will fit either way. So I'm going to operate on that when addressing her directly. Yeah. Anyhow, on in some other news, I'm my cousins.
Oh,
Yeah, they were from the city,
okay.
so wasn't really a whole lot of time with everything we were doing for me to go talk with them. I feel kind of bad about it now that I know their situation, but well, that's in the past. Doesn't matter now. We can look forward to the path ahead. I will do in a bit then.
So y'all are gonna gather the troops, that is your party, so to speak.
Oh, muster.
You're gonna start making your way out.
Make your way downtown.
I'm assuming you're going to essentially beeline to where you last saw these people.
I thought.
Yeah, probably. I assume
What a
we'll
movie.
get something to eat before we leave.
That's easily done. I'd assume it was part of your morning routine. For the time being, supplies are relatively plentiful, so there's no major rationing and such going on.
Cool.
Considering now you all are a little bit more familiar with the land that you're going to be trekking across, there's going to be one roll for a random encounter, potentially, as you all trek your way back to that beachhead. Who's feeling froggy?
Seta didn't get to do it at all last time, so I think Seta should do it.
Rocky.
Poor K.
So,
Who's rolling
do you want to do
percentile,
the
Jess?
honors, since you were not here last session, to do the random encounter roll?
Oh yeah, sure. What am I rolling particularly?
It's a percentile.
Sure thing.
Don't roll 100. You were told specifically not to roll a 100.
Do it.
One moment. I had to get back to the channel. 1D100. Damn it! I was really hoping to get the 100.
87 still up there.
87 is close, but I'm 13 off. I'm the unlucky number off.
Okay.
Damn.
There it is.
Listen, I can only kill us so hard.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Fuck. Okay.
Murder Bert.
Oh God, no.
No. I will tell you this: murder birds are not in this region.
Oh.
Oh, good.
You've probably got a while before you need to worry about murder birds. So y'all are kind of trekking through, weaving in and out of hills. And you're making your way, and let's do I think we need perception checks. Yeah.
Perception check, should say.
Yeah. Me think so.
Me think so. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
see nothing.
This is going well.
I got an 8.
Oh my fucking God.
That's on that one.
So we have a 2, a 2, and a 1 for a total of 8, 7, and 12.
It's
A
okay. I got a
19.
14 for a total 19.
I don't even want. I'm not
I
even
forgot
gonna
to put a
waste
point into
mythical.
perception for myself.
Does Leon own a roll?
I'm sorry. Let me roll.
It's up to you. You could just be enjoying the sights if you want. Like, you don't have to.
I can't believe I rolled a 1.
I can.
Hopefully
This
I'll
is
enjoy
awkward.
the sights of what we're rolling for perception for. Where's my perception? There it is. 24.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Liana.
I'm enjoying some kind of sights.
I can't believe I rolled a 1.
I can.
Okay. So, if I rolled above a 13, you're aware of both of these creatures. As you're moving through the hills, you think you see something behind you, and you stop and turn. And, like, was it just a trick of the eyes? And next thing you know, there is a large spider, a pair of them actually. They're about 20 feet behind your group. And you're going to want to roll initiative now.
Don't look now. Giant
Oh
spider.
no.
But the upside is y'all saw them coming, so you're able to alert everybody else to these approaching spiders. So you're not surprised.
Oh, that's what you mean by bigger.
Yes.
Wow. Fucking kill me.
They're going to
Just kill
try.
me.
They're going to try.
Woof. They might.
Oh
because
my
they're
I
probably
rolled
going
a
first looking
2
at these
for a
rolls.
total of 11 on my initiative.
Oh, you have good initiative. I forgot. I rolled a 6. Or rather, a 4 for a total of 6.
Between my
I rolled
familiar
a
and
5
feat,
and got a
I have
7.
a fuck ton.
Oh yeah, I forgot familiars give stat bonuses. Super nice.
Yep.
So 7
19
till
for 20.
20. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I just not typed it up wrong. Let's see. There we go.
Oh, that's fair. So it's just gonna be a great time. We're all rolling low.
I rolled
That's- you
okay
got a
there.
20.
Fine.
Hey, Rhea is also based.
Did you say Rhea is based?
Based, but also based, I guess.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm missing Sveta.
Yeah, I got an 11 total.
Oh shit! I thought that
I
was...
rolled a 2.
Whoopsie, my bad.
Wow.
Wow.
We are on the low end of things.
Let's see. Man, you know, dice are dice. It could be fine. Fucking, it's somewhere in this stat block. There it is.
I mean, my 2 rolls have been a 2 and a 19. I feel pretty good about where I'm rolling today. I'm either going to do great or I'm going to suck ass.
Oh
Okay.
fuck.
All right. So one will be going first,
Pop my finger.
and one will be going before Sveta
Yeah.
because it has a bigger bonus.
And it
Wait,
goes
its
after
bonus
Sveta.
is bigger than 9?
What is yours? 9?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
initiative bonus is 9. I rolled a 2.
My bad. It will go.
No, I was just about to be afraid.
I am.
Like, I'm not doubting go, I'm just scared.
Yeah.
There we go.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
It's afraid.
It's afraid.
So we'll do this. We'll post the initiative in the temporary thread. All right. So the first spider is pretty much going to go after whoever would be in the back, which I'm going to go out on a limb and assume it's probably Earth style. Just knowing how Ali likes to play.
What?
Maybe.
No, man, you painted yourself into that corner.
What? What?
Well-
What do you mean? What do you?
Because Tilk is the tank, right? So Tilk is naturally going to be the guy in front.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then you have all the squishier people are going to want to be in the middle. It might be the one pulling up the rear. But Rhea can kind of float around in the middle potentially. So it's kind of between you or Rhea who's in the back. So I'll leave it up
It's
to you
fine.
two who's in the back.
Fine.
Like,
I'll
I'm not
get
going to
bit
tell you who's
first.
where, but okay.
I'll get bit first.
You're the one that makes the habit of playing the I'm
Ye-
here, I'm
Yeah.
not here character.
Anyway,
Look. You haven't seen
You don't
all
get
of
the
my
look. You have multiple campaigns of doing that.
Hey, you haven't seen all of my stealthy characters. This is not even my stealthy characters.
My point in
We
like,
haven't seen your stealthy characters because they're so stealthy.
yeah.
That entire campaign.
the fuck? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Okay, so you see the spider about 20 feet from your style. It's large, like size category large. So it's about its leg span is about 10 feet.
This is concerning.
And it looks like it's about to start charging you, and then it just vanishes from view.
Oh no.
No. No.
And suddenly
No.
it's in your face.
No.
Hey,
No.
spider!
Yeah.
No.
What is this continent?
It's
Death.
a dangerous place.
It's not a
Uh,
phase, Mo.
Is this
Uh.
Aldfair's version of Australia?
Yes.
Taking 13 doesn't hit your AC.
No, it does not.
Yeah. It suddenly appears in front of you, and just like, even though you weren't ready for it, you instinctively just jerk back as you see its mandibles dripping with venom kind of lurch at you, but just miss and just swish through the air in front of you. Rhea, you're up.
Oh boy, that's bad.
That's what we call bad.
I faith you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Whew. Well, I am going to shoot.
Bless you.
No!
And I'm going to use spell combat with this.
Go for it.
Let's see. It's reading up the rules a little. There we go. Just refreshing. Let's see. It's a -2 because it counts as
You ever been fighting?
counts as proficient to weapon fighting.
Yeah, it's a good thing it gives you the like good version of 2-weapon fighting, like you actually invest in it instead of being like it counts as 2-weapon fighting, so you just can't hit.
Yeah.
And let's see if this hits.
Oof.
No.
Damn.
That's 5.
That is a
Anything else you want to try to do? Or is that your
Ooh.
turn?
We're
That's my
all
turn.
a little surprised here.
Right. Tilk, you're up.
It was a ray of frost, so no spell slot.
Can I?
That's good.
Is the creature then ranged for me to run up and give it a whacking?
Easily, yeah. Moving as a group, y'all are probably no more spread out than like 10 or 15 feet. So yeah, you can easily be there on top of the spider that attacked her style.
And there's only 2 of them?
Yeah, there's only 2.
Okay.
So there's the one in front of her style, and then about 20 feet behind that one is another one.
Silk will run up, scythe out, and try to get it across its neck.
Yeah, fucking go for it, bud.
Oh, I typed in
There's
roll
that next.
called something else, but I am not someone who specializes in arachnids, so plus 4. 18?
That'll hit, yeah.
All right.
Fuck them up.
I'll try. 9 damage.
Yeah, fucking sure.
I will-
It makes a horrid screeching sound. Because you never really thought about spiders making noise until now. And yeah, it's not a good sound.
I'm not enriched by this knowledge.
Yeah. Does Tilk have anything else, or is that his turn?
So I was going to use a swift action. He is going to, after cutting across it, he's going to slam the butt of his scythe into the ground. And we survive the fall of the city. We can crush 2 spiders. And I'm going to use my mythic ability, Rally. So everybody within 30 feet gets 1 reroll of a d20 until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
You must
Okay.
take the new
All right.
result, even if it's lower.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That's understandable.
So, Sveta, this
Yo.
rally comes through after the scythe just put a fucking dent in this spider. What do you want to do? You're like middle of the pack. and in
Fuck
front of
that. Sleepy time. I'm going to sleep hex the spider.
them. The closest one or the furthest one?
How far is the furthest one?
20 feet.
It's 20 feet from the other spider, so from you, it's probably about 25, 30.
I'm pretty
Give or
sure
take.
that's within hex range. I'll hex that one.
Yeah.
It goes to sleep, and
Okay.
next round it gets its will save. Unless it's immune to sleep.
Is the sleep does it target like specifically humanoids or anything like that?
Nope.
Cool. Yeah. So you go ahead.
Yeah.
You go ahead. You do the hex, and it kind of scrunches in on itself as it passes out. Is that your turn, or is there any other like swift actions or anything else you've got?
I am going to move a little bit farther back to be the back line.
You said it gets a will save on its turn.
On my next turn.
On your next turn, okay.
Yeah, I have Mythic Hex, which says for the first round it doesn't even get to save; it just gets affected. In the next round, it would save as normal and start taking the normal effect.
Fair enough. So, and you completely bypass this turn. First off, you're up, bud. A big old spider in your face. Scythe just chopped a chunk out of it. Screaming in terror. What do?
I want to roll knowledge against this thing. What is this thing?
Knowledge Arcana would be the most applicable.
Okay.
It's like a DC 15 because they're not like unheard of in Aldfair. They're just not super common.
Okay. I'm using a point of I'm not using a point of inspiration. I am using inspiration from the investigator class, so this is what the D6 is. I get to use this for free because I have a rank in that knowledge.
Gotcha. Yeah, sure. Fucking, your first instinct is phase spider. But then you're like, oh, well, no, actually, like a lot of people actually confuse phase spiders and ethereal spiders. They're like mostly the same thing. There's some morphological differences and stuff. Like the big thing is phase spiders actually have like human faces. They're really gross. And ethereal spiders look like regular, like just big spiders that can fucking teleport. So these are ethereal spiders. But yeah, they fucking teleport. They go into the ethereal plane and then they can come out of the ethereal plane very quickly. Just by their very nature. They're not casting spells.
Oh, fuck.
And they also have a very gnarly venom. You do not want to get bit. So pretty much like during this combat or like afterwards, if you have any questions, you got high enough that I'll pretty much tell you just about anything about them.
That's perfectly fine, but you told me it has venom. I want to harvest it after the fight.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Makes sense. I mean, we are specifically using harvesting monster parts. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
I don't know what the like.
Okay. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is an ethereal spider doing here? Oh my fucking. Okay, I'm gonna 5-foot step. I'm gonna kick it in its face.
Oh, is that what these ones are? I thought they were phase spiders.
Sure. Go ahead and attack.
I love this character. Actually himself.
Yeah.
It's very easy to actually yourself when you almost get fucking bit in the face. A 15 does not hit.
Okay. All right. I'm going to Mythic Search. Going to Mythic Search.
A reminder that we are using the Mythic mechanics.
A 17 meets its AC. So you get damage.
Wonderful. I don't do a lot, but I'm gonna do a thing. I kick it in its face for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure. Yeah, it fucking makes like a semi-muffled like screech as your like boot just smashes it right in the mouth parts. It kind of staggers a little bit. Let's keep trucking on. Liana, last but not least in the order. What do you want to do?
Okay.
One's gone Betty by, one's getting its shit rocked so far.
Yeah. Are those two near each other?
The one that Ali and Toka have been fighting is the closest one to you.
Oh, okay.
The next one is 20 feet behind and like unconscious or something. It's like it's shriveled up. Like it doesn't look dead, but like it's passive right now.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I wasn't sure if the closer one, if the one that was initially closer had been slept and then the other one closed, or if it was the other way around.
The far one is asleep.
Yeah. In that case, I will, as my standard action, I'll cast Mage Armor on myself. So, a gesture, the barely visible ripple of force around myself is momentarily visible as like a pulse before fading from sight. And then I will step up and quick as lightning use Arcane Surge as a swift action to cast Color Spray on the other one. This is DC 19, and it has to roll twice and take the lower, I believe, because of Arcane Surge. Let me open that up.
Save.
Let's see. Spell requires saving throw. Okay, any non-mythic creature is affected by the spell. Roll twice and take the lower result. And yeah, it's a will save. So I don't know if they're mythic or not, but
Wise, take the lower result. Oh, fuck.
Arcane Surge is really good.
I'm gonna tell you, the spiders don't have great will saves. All right, so 13 fails. So yeah,
Honestly,
you color spray it. Oh shit! What's the threshold for hit dice on color spray?
Oh right. Let me. I'll just paste you the text because it has like a lot, but I will say it for the purpose of.
Yeah, I realized.
How many hit dice does the creature have?
Yeah, there is at least a limitless one turn stun.
If it's over 4, it's going to be just stunned for a round.
Okay, it's stunned for a round.
Okay. Cool. We don't have to keep track of like the multiple d4s of other shit. Yep. I'll take it. Okay, so yeah, that was a use of mythic power, of course, as well. Mostly, it's just Arcane Surge is a swift action, which is fucking amazing.
Cool. Yeah. So fucking conked out. It fucking like the fucking rainbow of like shotgun color just mashes into it, and it just makes this like kind of weird noise.
Take that in all eight of your eyes.
And it just kind of just stumbles around a little bit. Its turn comes and it's just standing there, kind of like skittering in place a little bit, like really disoriented. Ray, it's your go.
Attempt number 2.
You get a reroll now.
Stun makes you easier to hit or anything like that.
Do I get a reroll now?
Well, I have my rally up, so you can, if you fail again, you have a reroll, but you take the if it's lower than the last one, you have to take it.
Yeah, I gotta take the new one. Not
17 is good.
Yep, 17 hits.
Well, let's see. Did I need to roll for the second? Yeah, I do need to roll for the second. To the magic axe also. Range touch attack.
Sure, yeah, it definitely hits.
Let's see. And range touch is 14.
Yeah, that's...
All right. Let's see.
Stunned is better than I remember.
Oh shit! What did the Ray of Frost do in damage? It's
1d4 now.
Yep. Yeah, with
house rules is now 1d4.
All right.
Yeah, 1d4 base, and it scales more dice at 4th level and every 4 after.
Oh, stunned creature loses his bonus to dexterity. Yay!
God damn it.
Oh, its AC gets messed up because it gets -2 to AC and loses the dex bonus to AC.
Yup.
Yeah.
It becomes like an AC 8 to hit.
And then you also get +4 to attack them.
Okay, so 6 physical damage and 1 frost damage from cold damage.
Yeah, you put an arrow into its fucking carapace, just punches right through, and you can see like the frost forming around the hole as it makes another screech. God damn. All right, Oak, you're up, bud.
Actually, it's not dead yet, right?
No, it's still standing.
Then they're mostly dead.
So, well then, I'm going to use swift action Mage Strike then.
Sure. Okay.
All right. And I'm re-rolling that with
Nice.
the hell.
By all means. Because it's going to go away after this turn anyways, unless you roll.
Nice.
Fucking roll to confirm. Which won't be hard, considering it's AC.
Oh, double crit. Double 20.
Oh
Double
dear
20.
God.
Yeah, roll damage. Fucking shit.
Okay. I am using a bow, which is ×3. Is the mage strike damage multiplied?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's an attack.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be a lot of dice.
That's what makes Magi scary for crit fishing, because they crit their spell too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bow damage first.
You might be dead after this.
And then this is fire damage, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Stop, it's already dead.
Damn, that was a good roll too.
The arrow hits and it makes another horrid screech as it staggers back, and then the fire explodes and kind of blows it into chunks. It doesn't completely blow it to smithereens, but like a couple legs go over here. Its head with like a quarter of its torso goes over there. And then there's like half of its body is here, and there's a couple chunks over there. Earthstyle and Tilk, you get covered in like blue spider goop. Like, you're not sure, is this blood? Is this guts? What is this? As this thing explodes in front of you.
Is the venom sack okay? What the fuck?
It's definitely not okay.
Well, the head's intact, you're not sure.
The blue is the venom.
But, fucking... So the first one's dead. Tilk, you're up. The other one's asleep.
The other one is
You
sleeping,
wish-
yes.
Oh,
I would
fucking God.
suggest coup de grace-ing it.
Except coup de grace is a full round action.
So? It's not like we won't have the time.
The problem is he has to move over to it.
Yeah, I have to get
Yeah.
to it.
It will get a chance to save, but you all can definitely, like, if you want to, kind of gather around it before it wakes up, maybe.
Yep.
Up to you guys. What do you want to do, Tilk? It's your
Took to go up and try to take a measured strike and just end this.
Oh, yeah, you're just going to attack it while it's helpless. Gotcha.
Yeah. Do I get any bonuses with it being prone?
Flat-footed.
I think there's
It's
bonuses.
flat-footed
yeah.
and unconscious.
I know that it
So
has
it's
debuff.
basically AC 10.
It's also prone.
Oh, AC 10 plus 4 to your attack roll. So, have fun with that.
A helpless character takes a -4 penalty to AC against melee attacks. In addition, a helpless character is treated as having a dexterity of 0, giving them a -5 penalty to AC against both melee and ranged attacks. And they're also flat-footed. It's very hard for you not to hit them. Oh yeah. So roll your roll.
I'm gonna use my reroll that I have for myself because
Oh, you're gonna crit fish this.
I'm going to. Well, no one used it, so I'm going to use my own.
Fair. Okay. Roll your regular ass.
Just fine.
Excuse me for not having any attack rolls for my spells I've prepared right now.
Yeah, same.
Look!
That
I kicked I kicked the other one in its face hard enough. I didn't feel like rolling another 20.
All right, roll your damage.
Oh fuck. There we go. 7 damage.
Oh, yeah, you take a chunk out of it with your scythe. Does your sleep hack say if they get attacked, they get an opportunity to wake up?
Yeah, they actually just wake up. I don't.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's as per the sleep spell. It's not like super deep magical deep sleep. It's just they are asleep.
Yeah, you hit it and it wakes up with a hiss. But it's not its turn. So, is there anything else you want to do? Any swift actions or anything? Or are you good?
That will do it for me.
Oh, Sveta, your go.
Cool. I'm going to cast Hex Vulnerability on it as a swift action, and then cast the Sleep Hex on it.
Okay. Does it get a save this time, or is it?
No, it's Mythic's Sleep Hex.
Okay,
So
right. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like if you do it again, it gets a save the second time or anything like that.
Yes, I do believe Hex Vulnerability does give it a will save. One moment.
Are you able to target it again?
Yeah, Hex Vulnerability is a spell that says you can cast a hex that you've used on something within the 24-hour period one more time.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's specifically so you can double up on hex. Yes, it's a will negate. That is a DC. It is level 1. 15.
Well, it's not in its favor. Yeah, no. It fails. All right, so it
Cool.
yeah,
Go to sleep.
it gets up, hisses, and then Brandy watches like it just kind of slowly lowers itself back down. And you can hear this very, very, very faint breathing sound as he goes back to sleep.
I just give a thumbs up from the back line.
All right. Well, it would be its turn, but it's not because it's asleep. What do you want to do, Black?
I don't know. Well, it's asleep. Well, okay. Technically, I'm the next person with a decent AC. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'm gonna running punt it.
Curb stomp the shit out of it.
By all means.
I mean, it's gonna get up again then.
That's fine, but it's basically gonna be it's past its turn, so we have enough time to just basically curb stomp the fuck out of it.
Yeah, you're all going like a fucking whale.
I'm just saying I can't pull that a third time. It's cheeky enough as is.
Shouldn't need you to pull it a third time.
Is there a way for me to charge to get a flanking bonus? With Silk standing there.
It's so fucking easy to hit. It's like it's helpless. You're not really. There's no real flanking it. It's flat-footed. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you trying to get the bonus for?
Yeah, dude.
Because when it wakes up and it's Tilk's turn and it's still not dead, he gets a +2 bonus. That's literally all I really
Close enough. You can just move to be on the opposite side from where Tilk is. Like that's totally doable.
No, but I want to get the charging bonus and kick it.
Tilk will be able to move to adjust to get a bonus because Tilk goes before it, so you're good. Just run up and kick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running up and kicking
I don't think we need to math this too hard.
All right. Kick it in the face. Don't miss, because then you'll look bad.
Well, does a 12 hit?
Yes. Easily.
God, I hope so.
It's got so many fucking penalties.
Oh my god, I rolled max again. Okay, so it takes this one also takes 6 points of damage so it's get in his face.
So how much did you hit it for again, Brandon?
I hit for 7.
7? Okay. God damn. Alright. So you kick it in the face. Any swift actions or anything, or is that it?
I mean, I could use my swift action expended mythic and do it again, do another attack, but I don't really feel like it's necessary. I just ran up and kicked it. It's fine.
Okay, Liana, you're up.
Okay, we'll manifest an orb of purple acid in my hand and fling it at the remaining spider.
Okay.
And this is a ranged touch attack.
Splash.
Yeah.
Like, don't roll like what, a 5 or some shit.
Yeah. The rally went away, right?
Yeah, rally went away.
Yes, the rally is gone.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was one turn or anything like that.
Yeah, it's until my turn.
Until it's next. Yeah.
I rolled a 6. Hopefully.
I think because it's let me double check helpless here. I just had it in front of me.
I guess the fact that it's a touch attack probably doesn't like do anything because it's all.
I think it's technically not helpless now that it's awake
because I kicked it.
Oh, true. Is it still prone? Because there is, I think, a -2 AC.
It is still technically prone.
Shit,
you rolled a
6.
A 6. Okay.
Prone is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not going to hit it, unfortunately.
Oh, prone.
I think.
Being
Actually
prone
makes
gives you a
harder.
+4 to against range attacks. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. So your attack's going to miss.
Yeah, it'll just sizzle in the grass next to it and make a little hole. in
Yeah, the
ground.
acid actually like threads the needle between its legs as like it wakes up in shock and is like flailing a little, and it just like smokes some grass behind it.
It kind of makes like a hole in the ground slowly as it sizzles downward, like an alien.
Yeah. Rhea, you're up.
Ray of Frost again.
Means it
I
is
believe in
prone,
you.
so it has the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
You said prone is the +4 to AC.
Yeah, prone gives it +4
Okay.
to AC against range attacks.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
I'm just gonna cut it again.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not toy around with it.
Well, to be fair, I'm playing a very like one note paladin. What do I
That's
do?
fine.
A chap.
This is why I figured setting up for a coup de grace would be favorable.
-4 you say on the attack roll.
No, it's +4 to its AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not something you'd calculate.
Right. Well,
Oh,
That should.
that hit?
That should to be fine.
Unfortunately, that will not hit. If there's
Oh, a touch attack?
it's a touch attack. Oh, right. You're saying Ray of Frost. Yeah, that'll hit.
No. That's the. Still need to hit with the normal attack before I can.
No, that does not hit then.
Yeah. That's the thing with like the Mega Spell Strike. You still need to hit with normal attack, but then you get a free one.
Well, you don't roll the other attack again. It just hits if the main attack hits.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're wrapped into one attack together.
Yeah, or rather, the spell hits.
Oh, right.
But the shot misses.
You could always surge.
Because sailing over, or unless you want to surge.
Could search that roll.
Just the surge.
I am gonna search that roll.
Okay. Dami, we're also getting like some breathing noises from you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
pretty good.
Oh, well, that'll get you there. Yeah. Okay. You hit.
All right.
Yes.
Time to shoot. Time to do the damage. Five piercing and 1 cold.
Yeah, so once again, you plunge an arrow into a spider. You can see it punch through the carapace, and you can see like ice beginning to form around where the wound was. But it's all it's prone, but it's still alive, still squirming on the ground. That brings us to Tilk. There's a squirming spider at your feet.
Prone is a subtraction to its AC, correct?
Yeah.
It loses dex and stuff.
Oh, that was fucking terrible.
That was pretty terrible.
I assume that does not.
-4 to its AC.
Yeah, I will. I'd have to roll max on the surge die. I'm going to just accept the miss.
Okay. Next on the list, Sveta, you're up.
I suppose I will Ray of Frost it just because I don't have better options now, and I'm not
Sure.
burning more spell slots on this thing. I already made it all but on death's door for people.
Okay. Ray of
Right
Frost.
with your Ray of Frost. Crit with your Ray of Frost.
I think I get a +2. Not familiar with all of my stats offhand now yet. 16.
A 16 will meet with the prone bonus. So yeah, roll your damage.
All right. And I got to double check. I'm only level 2, so I think it does 1d4.
It'll be 1d4. Yep.
1d4.
1d4.
Because I know we did some homebrew with cantrips to make them not trash. 3.
Cool. Yeah, you blast it with some cold and it hisses. Not a fan of that. It's going to come to its turn. And it is. Let me double check something.
Ending will provoke attacks of opportunity. Oh. Brandon, did you forget to move into flank?
I did.
He hasn't gone yet.
Oh.
He did go.
Oh,
I did go. I forgot to move.
Sadness noises.
So from its prone position, it's going to look like it's going to try to scurry forward, and then it vanishes from sight.
Rude.
Boom, it was over our bullshit.
Yeah.
Ursa, what do you want to do?
Oh, God. It's not gone, is it?
Who knows? You wouldn't happen to be able to see into the ethereal plane, would you?
Unfortunately, I cannot see into the ethereal plane.
Ah, damn. Who knows?
Yeah, well, that is what happens today.
I'm just gonna make the spider disappear.
I don't have anything good. I will take a 5-foot step back from where it was. I'm going to draw my dagger as I do so, and I'm just going to look around for wondering where the fuck is this damn thing.
Okay. Leona?
All right. I will also try to look around for this thing just to make sure. I would like to hope it has tried to escape, but it may be planning to ambush us again.
It might
Give me a perception check to look around.
Yeah.
Maybe it's skittered off. It's hiding in a bush nearby.
Yeah, you never know.
Do I get a perception roll?
Yeah. If you want to be actively looking around, sure.
Yeah, because I was just like, I have no idea where it is. I don't have my standard action.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get to be used, so might as well just
Go
look
ahead,
for
roll.
it.
Yeah, I'm actually looking around alert, hands up in casting position. 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you both look around. You don't see hide nor hair of it. Rather, carapace nor leg of it.
It might have hairs. The spiders sometimes do.
Yeah, it's true.
These ones are very carapacey.
Oh, okay. Not the.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's gone.
Brandon, don't.
Rhea, what do you want to do?
I didn't even think about that until you said no.
Y'all being
Well,
Go on.
since
Sorry.
it's gone, since it's done a disappearing act, she will probably just be on guard and wait, because there was no other target around, right? If I understood correctly. So she is just on guard and waiting because who knows? It might appear and just decide to, I don't know, backstab someone.
Okay. Tilk?
These are animals. They're likely not evil.
I mean, animals can be evil.
I mean, they can
Yeah,
be, but
Have you seen
mosquitoes
that
exist.
one bird that eats buttholes? Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Fuck it. Okay.
The giant petrel.
Yeah.
Giant petrels are definitely evil.
Yeah, man.
Silk will put his back to Earth style. That way, like, there's no space between the two of them, and he will look the opposite direction.
Cool.
And ready and attack if it shows its carapace.
Oh my
Great.
fucking
Oh,
god, Brandon!
Damn it, Brandon.
All right, Sveta.
Jeez.
What to?
I am now very worried that it's going to try to murder the fuck out of me for putting it to sleep twice.
Fair
Yeah, if it's
reaction.
intelligent enough, maybe.
So I am going to try to get near the front line and be on guard.
Sure. So you move up. You all are standing on guard, ready at a moment's notice for when this thing reappears. And the seconds tick by. And a few more pass. And a few more pass. And after a good solid 30 seconds, you're pretty sure it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Or is that what it wants us to think?
It's up to you. I'm going to say y'all are out of combat now. What you do is up to you.
I examine the corpse of this ethereal spider.
It's pretty gooey. There's a lot of like blue and black gooey shit that is coming out of its bits. It's kind of like it created a bit of a puddle near the main mass of its body. It appears its head is mostly intact, along with like kind of the main portion of its body that it's attached to. Like most of its parts are mostly intact. It seems like just mostly the main body exploded.
Okay.
Oh, right. I got hit very hard. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
I
off,
got super
So
good.
Yes.
is this stuff safe to eat if it was cooked? Would it be prepared?
Would my knowledge of 32 help me in this situation?
you would know. Yeah, you would know. Like, there is some meat in the legs as well as the main body that is edible. Typically, people stay away from whatever like meat and organs and stuff are in the main body because, like, specifically close to like where like poison, like venom gland production and stuff is, because people get a little nervous around it, even though it's like contained in an organ. So generally, leg meat is specifically what's eaten, and it's pretty much safe to eat.
Viable.
It's just people have the typical compunctions that folks would have about eating bugs and bug parts.
Okay. Oh.
But it is edible.
So it really depends on whether or not you're okay with eating the spider. Just let me take care of the venom glands first, and I think we should be fine with the remaining bits.
Well, I've never tried spider before.
It was a dare a couple of times as a kid. Does that count?
Was it good?
It tastes like anything. It is crunchy.
Was it cooked or raw?
You want me to answer that question?
I asked.
It was raw.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm talking about like I picked it out of a web because a kid dared me to.
Intriguing. Yeah, no, is this a normal habitat area for these creatures, the ethereal spiders, Zach?
Your knowledge check would tell you they don't exactly have a normal habitat. They actually predominantly reside within the ethereal plane, where they allegedly create their webs and nests, and they kind of drift in the ethereal. And they oftentimes will set their webs and anchor them to places on the material plane where they will shift into hunt. So they don't really have a biome they call home. It's just ultimately a preference the spider finds or an area that is ripe with easy prey.
Okay. Well, they're generally nomadic unless it's like a good food source.
Well, they typically if they find a good spot, they'll stay there. But if food starts running dry, they'll move. So in a sense, they're nomadic. But because they're spiders, they don't need to be eating massive meals all the time. They can kind of stay in place for a long time.
Okay. There's that. Oh. What poisons do they have? Or what kind of venom do they have?
So it comes from our bite. Mechanically speaking, it's a DC 18 Fortitude save. Frequency once per round for 8 rounds, and it deals 1d2 Constitution damage. And to cure it requires 2 consecutive saves, which is Constitution based.
Ooh. Okay.
If you want to try to harvest some venom, probably need like either alchemy or survival.
I have alchemy. That is literally what I base myself on.
Sure. So go ahead and roll it, and depending on how well you do, I will roll something to see how many doses you get, if any.
Okay. Let's see. Cool. Where is?
I will say, like, its main organ kind of ruptured from the explosion, but there is absolutely some still in its fangs.
Okay. I will use another point of mythic serve for this one.
Sure.
I get a 25.
Cool. Well, this. Oh. Okay. I'll say you extract a quantity of it, so you get 1 dosage of the venom.
Okay.
I will copy, because there's definitely some in its fangs. I should have
manipulate.
I should have done the modifier based off of what's in the fangs rather than doing a minus just from it being fucked up. I'll DM it to you so you have it.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah, that's spicy.
I wish we could have got the second one.
Yeah. So yeah. Fucking. What's game battle? Mythic is correct. I like, for the people who know Pathfinder, I was using the Phase Spider stat block.
Mhm.
Those things are CR5. All right.
Yeah.
So those party level 2s with a Mythic Tier 1 just took on 2 CR5 creatures. Granted, a lot of CC, but
I was going to say, it was less 2 CR5s and more 1 CR5 plus 1 CR5.
I mean, you know, fucking 1 bite put down one of y'all.
Yeah. So the CC was a very
bite,
good idea in that case.
Yeah.
Their bite is 2d6 plus 7. It poisons and procs a grab.
On the one hand, Mythic Archmage does come with Quicken Spell, with no increase in spell level. On the other hand, in that case, I don't really need it because I didn't get hit. So, like, the Mage Armor didn't necessarily need to happen. But still.
This is one of the reasons why I'm
awesome.
not too worried about sweating too hard about balancing encounters. Because Mythic throws some of that out the window. Clearly.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking. Did you want to harvest any meat from the legs?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we might as well, right?
It's getting time,
also,
but you can.
Can I also harvest the mandible? especially like
yeah, easily. It'll take a little bit of work. You don't really have like tools designed for this kind of thing. Spiders seem pretty fragile until they're like massive, and now suddenly their carapace is like it's like a crab, but like times 10 because they're fucking huge.
Giant enemy crab.
But you can sit there and you can spend some time like working some leverage, putting some pressure on the joints, pulling it the right way, and you can snap its mandibles off. It'll just take you a few minutes of working at each one. Harvesting the legs for meat, I'm gonna say you're probably gonna get like a pound of meat per leg. They're not super muscly. Spiders, if you don't know, their bodies generally function off of hydraulic pressure with the fluids in their body. So it's less muscle and more pressure and all of that shit, which is why their bodies kind of crumple in on themselves when they die. Because without their system functioning, they don't have that pressure anymore. So they just kind of shrivel up.
Makes sense.
This has
What
been
I
your
assume happens
spider.
when they like relax. I don't know.
Essentially, I don't really understand too much about how spiders sleep and such. But I think it's safe to assume like the pressure probably lessens. But yeah.
And your spider fun fact with Zemian.
Yeah. But obviously, like these are fantasy spiders, so like they're a little different. But yeah. You managed to, and it has 8 legs, so you can. And the legs are mostly intact, so you can harvest about 8 pounds worth of spider meat. Now you're probably going to want to eat it relatively soon because you don't have preservatives, but you've got 8 pounds of spider meat.
Yeah. Does Ray of Frost count as a preservative?
Yeah. It can chill something for a few minutes, but no.
I wonder. Oh, I don't have the components to do it.
Do you look
Damn it. I have craft alchemy, but I don't have the necessary materials to make a preservative, probably.
Yeah. No.
Preserve it with salt water and make spiders surströmming.
So y'all
spiders in
spend
water to make the frogs gay.
y'all spend, if you all work together, I'll say about an hour breaking this thing down, because cracking the legs open is actually kind of difficult. And it takes some work to like get the meat out without just tearing it into shreds. So it takes y'all about an hour out of your day. But you now have food that you can take with you. What do you want to do? Do you want to like just set up and have lunch, or keep trekking on to try to get to the beach before sundown?
I mean, let's keep trekking on. This is just a minor detour / inconvenience.
I mean, yeah, we can keep trekking on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe part of the diplomacy is we offer them food that we killed ourselves.
That could actually work.
Cool. So you all press on. Let me open my map here real quick. There we go. This program's being a little slow. You all get to the beach. It's going to be. I forgot to update the fucking calendar. It's now the 22nd of here now. And it's going to be about 14:30, I think, because y'all are able to move a little faster because you walked this route before. But then you had your little jump with the ethereal spiders. So you've got about an hour before the sun starts to set, and then another hour still until it's dark. So you got 2 hours before nightfall, effectively. You get to where you had last seen the alleged people. You see that the campsite they had there is no longer there when you arrive.
Interesting. Can we investigate the area of where we saw the camp?
Yeah, you head over, and without a roll, you can see vaguely spots where their tent had been pitched, as well as the ashen remains of what was a campfire, as well as like some rocks they had set down to contain it. Anything beyond that, you'll need to make a perception check.
I will roll perception.
And should I roll independently or can I assist in a way? It's kind of
the DC is going to be higher than 10.
Yeah. You can assist. Actually, yeah, let's do this instead. Let's make it a group perception check because you all are on a beach. It is sandy. And you all are walking around this area, looking around, trying to look for details. So we're going to make it a group check. So everybody who wants to participate, roll perception.
Okay.
The more of you who roll high, the better your results. If a lot of you roll low, it can potentially be rough.
That sucks.
Roll decent.
Well, I not one for a 7.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I rolled low.
What were we rolling?
Perception.
Yeah, it's perception.
I sneezed.
Not doing terrible.
What we were rolling? Perception?
Yeah.
Perception, yes.
Damn. I rolled low on my perception, and it makes me mad.
Cool. So you all are looking around, investigating. Tilk and Sveto, you think you find some indication of tracks, but then one of the others is like, "Oh no, that's just the sand being weird. Maybe there was a track there, and it kind of got like half filled in." But the direction you kind of point out, it draws everybody's attention, which then leads them into like the proper direction to be looking. And then everybody, the other 3 are like, wait a minute, look over there. And then you can like actually start to make out as a group. You can see very subtle divots in the sand further up the beach that kind of goes southward and up the slight slope that is the beach, and goes up into quote unquote the bush, but into the hills proper.
It looks like we got here soon enough for them, or for traces of them to not be completely gone.
Also, as far as you guys can tell, they didn't leave anything else behind. Like, there's no scraps of food other than the ashes and a couple rocks. It's like nobody was even here.
Oh, we have a head start on us.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like they were trying to necessarily hide their passing, but also weren't leaving any waste around.
Well, probably also makes it harder for animals to track them as well. They leave food scraps around.
Oh, that's true.
But they're on the move. They were going deeper in. Our job was to make contact, so I think we just keep going.
I suppose.
Well, it's almost sundown, right?
It's 2 hours until nightfall.
Okay,
So we won't be able to get too far.
We can set up camp and have an impromptu dinner.
Not a bad idea.
Guess we can find out what spider tastes like.
No.
They're going to set up camp. Is that the consensus?
Leave it in.
I believe so. At least two
Okay.
of us are saying camp.
I'm not opposed.
Do you have? Well, I guess this question: do you have the means to create a fire, or do you want to go without a fire?
I can create a fire. I have a survival kit and other tools.
Okay, but do you have like the fuel for a fire? That's what I'm asking. I'm confident y'all can create one between the fucking five of you.
We should probably gather some fuel.
Yeah, I can
I
help with
think
that.
we
Yeah,
have.
well, at least I have some torches. At least started.
That's
Yeah,
true.
starting
Well,
it
we
is
do
the
want some
hard
things
part.
to.
It's making sure that we have a worthwhile fire for any
Yeah.
that's coming.
Yeah.
Here on the beach, there's not like a ton on the beach in terms of like driftwood and such, but if you go up from the beach a little bit, there's plenty of there's like a couple trees here and there. You're able to kind of scavenge a few branches. There's also like some bushes that are dead, some that are kind of overgrown a bit, where you can kind of like break off bits of them or collect dead bits and stuff. So you can kind of create, as well as like some like leaves you can use for kindling and stuff. It takes a little bit of time. The sun is probably setting by the time you get like a reasonable amount to at least last you a couple hours into the night. But you're able to get a fire going. And you're able to cook this spider meat.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume you're going to cook all of it so that it'll last longer, at the
Yeah.
very least.
Might as
Because I don't
well.
think y'all are going to get through 8 pounds of meat in one setting
Yeah.
between 5 of you, unless you plan on being fat tonight.
Cook it, and
It's
smoke
possible.
basically whatever we can smoke it.
Yeah. So you cook it. While the first batch completes, you all kind of take some portions of it. And it is very chewy. Like, it is very tough. It has this, like, really... You're not even sure how to place it. It's not that it doesn't taste like anything, but you can't think of anything to really compare it to. It's just kind of got this like really weird lingering aftertaste but it doesn't have like an immediate flavor to it. And for those of you who have like spent some time cooking and stuff, or have at least like paid attention to like the value of spices, you realize the meat on its own kind of shit, but considering how relatively flavorless it is, aside from this kind of strange, lingering aftertaste, it has potential with the right seasonings or the right other ingredients, because high likelihood it'll absorb flavors of other things. But it definitely needs to be slow cooked in the future because of how chewy it is.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like cooking chicken.
Needs a bone
It's
broth.
probably like chicken.
You know how many uses there are for bone broth?
I guess it'd be a carapace broth in this case.
But y'all are able to sit down, eat. How do you want to handle your evening?
Get out there.
Assuming you want to do watches.
Yeah. Since I have dark vision, I will put my watch at the darkest part of the night. Wherever or whenever that may be. I think it's a little after midnight. But
It'll. Well, actually, what phase of the moon? It's not going to be terribly dark out tonight. You're all on the beach,
that's true.
and it's not quite a full moon right now. But a full moon just happened, so now it's waning. It's not quite a 3/4,
Yeah.
but it is in the process of waning into a 3/4. So there's actually a decent amount of moonlight out. So there's not really going to be a super dark part of tonight, though there is some cloud coverage, but it's impossible to say when will it be so overcast that it might as well be pitch black?
Tilk will go first.
So, Tilk first. Who's next?
Yeah, like whatever is the relatively darkest part of the night, at least. I will.
Yeah,
I will
it'll
take
generally be midnight.
Our style will take next, I guess.
Okay, second, and then I would assume Liana will go.
Yeah, I think mine would be right about after that.
I'll take the next watch then. Yes.
Rhea, Sveta. Cool.
Yeah, I would like the lightest since I have no form of dark or low light vision.
Cool. Sveta, give me a percentile roll.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
no!
Hey, it's not Rhea
The
this time.
spider is back. The spider is back.
Spider's just like, now's my chance.
Yes.
It's a random encounter chance, but this time,
83
look, it's a spider
again. The exact same one.
No, we got 87 last time.
Oh no, you're
Remember, we
right.
were 13 away. Now we're 17
Yeah.
away.
let me see.
Although it's close enough to
Could it
spiders, it could be
be-
spiders.
Oh, okay.
Murder
I'm
bird.
gonna say let's take a break real quick because I need to go to the bathroom
Fucking
again,
sigh.
and you know, it would be a good time to break right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody ready?
I am ready.
I am ready.
No,
We are back.
I'm
I am
going.
Dave.
I'm not ready to die.
Too bad. Hey, Dummy, how do you feel about cats?
Oh no.
Cats.
Yeah.
Huh? I like
Yeah.
my
I know
cat.
you like dogs, but how do you feel about cats?
I like my cat.
Yeah,
So
Apple's a pretty good
you're.
cat.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy, is this a disadvantage because of light, or not disadvantage? Do I get a penalty because of
No.
light, or?
It's still dark out. So, but it's, you know what? Let's leave it a chance on what the cloud condition is.
Okay.
Like for you, it's not overcast right now. So you are getting the benefit of moonlight. So it's effectively low light right now. Does anybody know what the penalty for like low light conditions are offhand? If not, I'll just
I believe
on
it
the top.
is. I think it is partial concealment. But I'm not
Vision and
positive.
light.
Um,
Tell me.
I know it's blinded for actual like dark, but so, which is 50% mischance. That's
In areas of dim light, creatures in this area have concealment. Those without dark vision or ability to see in darkness. A creature within an area of dim light can make a stealth check to conceal itself. So it doesn't impose a penalty to me. They just have concealment. If I were to like fling a spell.
let me double check concealment real quick.
I think concealment itself does a penalty, or rather a mischance.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just a
it's-
mischance.
Is that 20%?
Bonus to stealth.
It might give
Stealth
a.
check.
Let's see, 20% mischance.
That's just the advantage is you can just attempt a stealth check without cover.
Yeah,
Okay, sure. So yeah, no, just no penalties. Just give me your perception.
17 total.
Let me check what I have to roll now.
Do you want to boost that before he starts rolling?
Yes, this will be the time to declare if you're going to surge or not.
I am going to
That's
search
true.
because you're making me nervous. That's a 18 total now, my friend. Oh,
Fuck, okay, well, I roll 5 and get a total of 16, so you definitely see. You're hanging out on the watch, just looking out, kind of enjoying the very serene nature, despite like the weird wildlife you've encountered on this first foray for you out into the wild. The beach here is very serene. It's very calm and quiet, away from all the thousands of people and all of that. You know, it's nice to actually have like a peaceful moment. You turn to look around and take in, like, as you're reflecting on the current situation in general. You go to look at this new terrain in the moonlight, and you can see in a pair of bushes 2 large reflections of light peering out from the underbrush in your direction. They kind of shine between like a whitish green color as the moonlight strikes them and are reflected back. But you can't entirely tell what it is, but it is safe to say, based off of the size of the reflections, something relatively large.
Yeah, it is a reason to get Tilk up.
Sure. All right. How do you want to wake him
turn
up?
my back to them, so like I'm always gonna have them like the side of my vision, but I'm gonna get Tilk up.
Okay. How do you want to wake Tilk up? You just gonna shake him or yell or
walk over to him and shake him? Yeah.
Okay. While not turning your back to whatever this thing is.
Yes, I am making sure that it is in some peripheral of my vision the entire time.
Cool. So you go over, Tilk.
And I don't want to turn my back to it.
You're being gently woken up, and your eyes kind of crack open, and it's still dark out. And Sveta's standing over you.
Is breakfast ready?
Light.
Hey, we're being watched by an animal, I think, maybe?
Is it a big animal?
It looks big. I mean, the eyes look big. I didn't want to confront it and then die, and then everyone's asleep.
Tilk says, despite the fact that hide armor,
you saw them.
yeah, despite the fact that hide armor, I don't think Tilk could sleep in it.
That's what endurance is for. The feet.
I didn't take that.
Used to comfy church beds.
Yeah, no shit. Well, you can't have nice things. Fucking liches ruin them.
Yeah.
Tilk will sit up, look to where Speta is motioning.
Yeah, so she points it out, and you can see the eyes are like peering out from this underbrush. The brush is too thick to necessarily see what the thing is, that between the general like darkness. Actually, you have dark vision, don't you?
I
fucking Asimar.
I am an Asimar.
The bush is pretty dense. However, you can make the vague outline of what you think is this thing. It looks to be roughly 10 feet long. The overall shape is very much broken up by the underbrush, so it's hard to tell what exactly this thing is. But whatever it is kind of laying low in this underbrush. Looks like it might be in a sort of... You're not sure if it's like laying down or if it's like just like crouched real low or what. But it looks pretty big. Like I said, roughly 10 feet long, at least from what you can see.
Tilk is going to take his bag, put it and strap it to his scythe a bit, and then put it above his head as he gets up to make himself look as big as possible, and like move towards it and make a low grumbling noise to try to scare it off.
Interesting. Huh. Okay. Give me... Do I even have a roll? Give me an intimidate check. I'm like... Alright. Well, let's play this out. Let's see how this works. Go ahead and roll intimidate.
That's basically what he is doing. He is intimidating.
Yeah. Either intimidate or animal handling. I'll give you the option.
I'll take intimidate.
This could technically be a type of animal handling.
I have additional bonuses to intimidate as compared to animal handling.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I'm going to boost that. Use one of my surges. Will this go towards the second, towards yesterday's surges, or technically today, since I have already...
Yesterday's, because you're not completed a long rest.
Okay. 12.
Hold on. How do I want to handle this? I think we're gonna do this. I'm gonna give it a bonus based off of its hit dice. I think is what I'll do.
Is it an intimidation check, Zach?
Yeah, this is an intimidation check.
Okay, what's its wisdom plus its hits die plus 10?
I
DC for an
see.
intimidation check.
Gotcha. Wisdom.
Oh, nice. I didn't know
hit
there was
dice
just base DC for
plus
that.
10. 8.
Mhm.
9. Okay. Yeah, alright. That is helpful. Okay. So you are, how far forward do you want to walk from the camp? I want to say there's about maybe 40 feet from your camp to the underbrush. How far forward are you going?
I move maybe 10 feet from camp.
Cool. Yeah, you go forward while doing your whole display, and you see the eyes kind of rise a little bit, and you can hear this this kind of shifting in the bushes, and a low rumbling growl, very bassy, very deep.
But it doesn't look like it's backing off.
Not at the moment.
What to do. Toke will get louder to the point where it potentially wakes everyone else up. And just like not necessarily like roaring at it, but trying to sit there and like show more aggression. Like it's encroaching.
Are you going to attempt to intimidate it again effectively?
I will assist picking up on what he's putting down.
Okay, so
And
let's clarify, are you attempting to intimidate again?
I am.
Or is your intent to wake everybody up?
I'm attempting to intimidate again.
It's going to have a +5 to this check.
Yep.
That's fine.
No.
Higher DC.
It gets a higher DC against whatever you roll against for intimidation.
I assume. Do I do the standard DC 10 assist?
As long as you hit the DC 10 for the intimidate, yeah.
Yeah, and the assist gives him what, a +2 modifier?
Yep.
+2 modifier.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
you get
go
+2
ahead
to your roll, Brandon.
Surge ahead of time.
Okay.
I didn't even put in my modifier, which is positive, but error plus is not 2 numbers. Correct.
Right.
23.
23 + 2 is 25.
Oh no, I already had the +2.
Oh, okay, never mind. So then 23.
So it would have had. Are you marching forward again for this display?
I will move 5 feet forward, kind of like stomping at it this time instead of creeping.
So you have 10, you got 25. Okay. You actually better yet, before because you are being a little louder, I'll say I'm trying to threaten something that's like 40-ish feet away. Well, not 30-ish feet away, but you're not being subtle about it. So I'll say for the folks that are sleeping, all things considered, you've kind of been inured to loud noises a little bit, but you also are like kind of gotten used to being on edge after everything that's happened. So I'm going to say
That's called
DC
anxiety.
15 perception to wake up to this noise.
Okay.
All right.
13 for Liana. 13.
Oh
I'm not going to
my
search that
God.
because
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on,
conscious,
hold on.
so I'm not making decisions.
No,
Wow, your perception
no,
bonus
no.
is really good.
It is, and I keep rolling like shit, and this is annoying the hell out of me.
The dice don't want you to be perceptive.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Oh
They
my god.
really don't.
Well, you
Got
are
it
one
out for you.
short after that surge.
So Rhea, you start to stir at this noise. You can immediately see Sveta kind of standing over like your bedrolls and such, kind of gesturing.
I'm
so
a big scary animal. Rah.
During the round, you'll like be kind of taking in everything as it's happening. Till you march forward a little bit, and you see this big cat lurch forward out of the bushes about 10 feet. So like the space between you is about like 20 feet in between you and this thing, and it's fucking huge. It's 10 feet long, and it's standing up. It's looking at you eye to eye, and it has this big shaggy mane of dark hair around its head, and it roars at you and snarls, and you can see it opens its mouth wide, and it could easily fit your entire head inside of its jaws if it decided to attack you. And it postures a bit, some of the hairs on its back standing on end, and it has a tail with like this paintbrush tuft of hair at the end of it swaying back and forth rapidly.
Oh boy.
And also, oh god. Okay. You
just roll a d7.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
You see a couple other pairs of eyes starting to peer out at you from the underbrush.
That changes things dramatically.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, what do you want to do?
It's a great fucking question. That is life's question at this point.
I am snoring off to the side still.
Yeah. There is another perception check for you guys, by the way, after that roar.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah. That was really loud.
Do I have any of the spider?
DC is going to be like a 10 now. Like, it's going to be easier because there's even more noise.
Does it make sense to search something if I'm not conscious?
I would say that's fine.
Just whenever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
because it's not you. It's not always you necessarily willfully activating like mythic power. It's also like kind of like fate stepping in as well. That's
fair.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, so I have a
EP10 now.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on the mythic surge and to get me to exactly 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're all starting to wake up to this. You see this massive fucking cat-ish. Like it looks kind of like a fucking mountain lion or a cougar, but fucking jacked. This thing is massive. It's 10 feet long. It's like rippling with muscle. It's got this big mane of hair around its head, and it's like standing eye to eye with all of you in height. It's huge.
Can I roll a knowledge check as I wake up and just
knowledge nature?
This is an inspiration die. Oh my fucking!
This is gonna be hard because this thing is not native to where you're from. Yeah, you see this thing? No. I'll give you this. You know it's a cat.
You know
it looks like a cat.
It's your kitty.
You don't know what kind of cat it is, but it looks like a cat if you had to guess.
It's a cat from that bitch Carol Baskins.
Ollie, do me a favor.
What?
Roll 20d20.
Oh, try to reset the butt?
Yeah. Fucking.
Ollie, of all people, I'm so upset that you didn't recognize the big old cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Can I recognize the big old cat?
Are you trained in nature?
That's actually a good question. I don't remember.
It's a very high DC.
I have a question. How far apart are the two sets of eyes of each other?
I am trained in nature.
It's more than 2 sets of eyes. At a glimpse, you're counting at least 3 other sets in the underbrush.
This cat has a lot of eyes.
They're spread out. Like one pair is kind of like 20 feet to the left. Another pair is like 10 feet to the left. One's like immediately behind where this big cat has emerged. Yeah. What the fuck?
It's a 32
Every now and
for
again.
his knowledge of
I would
nature.
like to get a 32 on seeing what this thing is.
Fucking. Okay, you know what? Fine. Okay, nat 20.
I'm using the dice's spite against Ali.
You
Wow.
scratch your head. You look at this thing, and like there is only one possibility that immediately comes to mind. You're sure it's not the exact same thing because that wouldn't make any sense. But you recall in Zaban's notes that apparently once upon a time in the Dragonlands, throughout the mountains there and in the various caves, there were creatures known as cave lions, which the text you were given, they were really big cats, comparable in size to what you're seeing now, but also described like smaller than what you're seeing now, but also still like really fucking big, with a similar sort of mane of hair. But colored differently. It's hard to tell in this light, but they kind of seem more like a sandy brownish kind of color. The ones you read about were like gray and spotted and such. But the lions described in Zaban's notes apparently went extinct ages ago when the dragons moved in. They could not survive due to the competition, and when they tried to migrate, they apparently didn't make it far or ran into other competition, just couldn't survive. So the best you could put is some kind of lion, which means obviously like just on size alone it's a scary thing. But if the stories from the cave lion are pretty accurate, these things are very fucking dangerous. They are territorial, but they're also like predators that are not. They won't take unnecessary risks on top of being territorial.
Ra, guys, I think Ra, I recognize this from Ra, Zaban's notes. They look like a thing he wrote about called a cave lion. They're big, territorial, but like fuckheads, I guess. They don't take unnecessary risks, but I think they might think we're encroaching on their territory.
I think
Wonderful.
we should
Raw,
make as
raw.
much noise as possible, make it sound like there's a lot of us.
Wonderful. I throw a thunderstone at the one that's visible.
Oh, fucking okay. All right, sure. I'm not gonna make you roll. Hitting a DC 5 square, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Yeah, you throw a thunderstone. It fucking splashes down on the ground like, you know, like a foot in front of it, and just, if anybody wasn't awake, they're definitely awake now. It's like a cracking peal of thunder reverberates through the air, and it immediately like leaps 2 feet in the air backwards, making this mewling sound. And there's a lot of movement in the underbrush. There's like general confusion. You see a couple other like these lions poke their head out. They don't have these huge manes of fur. And they're kind of looking around confused, and they're like, you kind of see there's like a couple more that come out of the underbrush, even further out, like they're starting to encircle you, but they're also looking back and forth between each other. Some kind of primal communication happening here, between these like 7 animals. What do y'all do? They're disoriented now. They're clearly confused. What do y'all want to do?
More intimidation.
I will cast Ghost Sound to make the sound of. Let's see. I can make as much noise as 4 normal humans per caster level.
Sure.
My caster level is base 2, and I have +1 for illusion spells. So Sound of 12 more humans approaching very loudly and screaming from down the beach. Basically, so it sounds like a troop charge.
We're crazy over here. You don't want no part of this.
Like running from I don't want to say down the beach because they could probably like see down there, but like kind of through the tree line, so they're attacking like not from behind the lions because I don't want to chase them into us, but perpendicular to that.
Mhm.
Okay. So more noise starts coming down. I'm assuming the rest of y'all like continue to make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll also yell,
around.
etc.
Ria will take out
Yeah.
the torch and just spark it to ignite it, and just wave it menacingly as well.
Oh yeah. At the fire going up, the headline kind of backs up a little bit. There's some kind of, you're not even sure if you can call it understanding. It's hard to tell how intelligent an animal is, especially in a setting where there are some things that are intelligent that you wouldn't expect to be intelligent. But they have a reaction to the fire, and between that and the noise, like a couple of them are looking over where that other sound is coming from, and the fire, they kind of just slowly back away without like totally breaking eye contact from you all. And once they get into the underbrush, you can hear them off into the night.
I'll recast ghost sound since I can't change it with one cast, but I'll cast it again to make the same sound, angling toward them to like chase after them for a little bit until they're well enough away, it'll fade off.
Absolutely. Yeah. So they dart off, and after like a minute, the sound of them moving through the underbrush fades. And it is eerily quiet now after all of that noise.
Well, that was a little more exciting than I expected.
Everything here is too damn big.
Well, went better than it could have.
Real.
Yes.
By
Who's that?
the gods all above.
So, lions.
Did we shrink on the way to this continent, do you think? Like,
I hope not.
to...
This is first land.
And we don't know that yet. We don't know it's cursed. Just run a bad luck. We'll be fine.
Isn't that partly like what a curse is? It's just perpetual bad luck.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean,
Depends on the curse, I suppose.
Said the witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't we all think like Jerry was cursed that every time he was around a woman he farted? Like, wasn't that like his quote unquote curse? Not necessarily bad luck. It's just you.
I mean,
I thought he
sounds
just
like
farted all the
luck.
time, but as a woman, I suppose I wouldn't really be able to tell, would I?
She's got a point.
Yeah.
Might also be just because he had the social graces of, I don't know.
Also true.
Fair.
Well, I'm going to try to go back to sleep. Sveta, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Waking
waking
us
everybody up. I just figured.
No, it was good.
No, I think that was the right choice.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Sveta,
Yeah.
seeing as it's still your watch, here's a thunderstone.
No, I don't think they're gonna come back anytime soon, but sure.
And not
Might-
after getting tinnitus. Probably not.
Still doesn't hurt to be safe and sorry or whatever.
I did
Is
say
that
sure.
Thunderstone reusable?
No, I
Where's
had
the other
3
one?
on my person.
Okay.
So I'm giving 1 over to Sveta, and I have 1 left.
Happens to be carrying a bunch of them and you like trip and fall onto a hard surface.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
what
no, my
happens
clown
when
horns.
a 1 occurs.
But y'all are able to kind of go back to sleep at least for a couple more hours, with no more interruptions. It is now the 23rd of Hirdao. As dawn comes, we'll say like kind of really get moving like halfway through dawn. So it's 7 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Resources.
You will have ethereal spider for breakfast.
Mm. Yeah, we
Oh.
really need to find something to put on this.
Yeah, I'll say y'all are probably like used to smaller portions and stuff. So you probably each had like 6 ounces, so like for a meal. So like
Yeah.
8 pounds, it's essentially 16 rations.
Yeah, I assume food was rationed pretty like strictly on the ships
Yeah.
on the way over, and then
So you
it's
had
not like we had a lot of activity on there, so
you've had 10 of the 16.
Pretty good.
So you've
Yeah.
got 6 left. 6 rations of spider meat.
not bad.
That's fine.
I'll boil this with some
Uh,
potatoes.
You have potatoes?
No, I said I want to.
No. Well, okay. In the meantime, it's time to do my extracts for the morning. Pull out my notepad.
Yeah.
Pull out some vials and whatnot. Sit next to the fire, what remains of the fire, and just get my extracts going.
I'll take the time
So,
to meditate and prepare my spells directly from my brain.
Local do squats.
after y'all take your hour preparation, it is now 8 in the morning. It is properly like sun is up. It is like daytime now. However, it is a bit overcast today. It's a little gray out. And as you're getting ready to head out, you realize one of you kind of feels, did you feel that? Am I going crazy? And then somebody else goes, no, I felt it. And it's starting to drizzle. Lightly, but it's drizzling.
Oh.
Womp womp.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I wish I had prepared shield today. Might have had a makeshift umbrella when it really mattered.
So y'all want to attempt to follow these tracks, right?
We will attempt.
Yeah, we should before they get washed away.
So
Yeah.
somebody needs to lead the charge and be responsible for the survival check to track.
Oh no.
Yep.
I have a +5 on survival.
Well,
I do not.
It sounds like I guess I'm leading the charge unless Tilky got it.
no.
Okay.
I have a +1 in survival.
I am a church boy.
All right, survival roll, bud.
The new day.
Aren't you a church boy trained in a very specific kind of martial combat, but still a church boy? Hey.
I mythic search that just to make sure.
Okay.
I am at least trained in survival, so I could assist. I mean, that's a pretty good roll anyway, but it's not like it costs a resource, right?
If you want to assist, the DC is now 15. If you're helping Earthstyle.
Yeah. I haven't given the results yet, so you can still assist if you want.
Oh, okay. I can attempt to assist.
It's a DC 15, not a DC 10.
Yeah, is that because you have the drawback that does that, or because somebody already helped?
I am paranoid, so I'm usually just like, no, I think I got this. I'm probably fine.
Paranoid.
Good damn, that's clear.
I also got a 21.
God damn it.
Let me help you.
He finally gets it.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I knew you
could do it. You all, it's actually really easy to follow these tracks with the lack of weather that's happened so far, and without much really through traffic and activity and stuff. There's not a lot in the way to disturb the tracks. As you follow these tracks, however, you do notice Urstal something very curious. There were multiple individuals. And you are seeing 4 sets of tracks, but one of the sets is definitely of lighter step and veers off away from the main group fairly consistently, but always comes back.
Like
maybe a scout or something? Yeah.
Probably. That makes the most sense. Someone just sounds like either someone's investigating something because they hear it, or They're just making sure they're still following the correct path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they have to pee a lot.
That too. Erstow carefully pulls out his notepad and just writes down a couple notes.
The drizzle continues throughout the first few hours of the day. Who's feeling froggy for the percentile roll?
Do you want me to guys to do it? It's been killer so far.
Literally.
Yeah. Maybe this time I'll get the 100. Damn it.
No, you got the average.
51.
Yeah.
You got the high average.
51, huh? Pretty sure that's nothing. Yep. So the day your travels go unhindered throughout the day. As you press on, you are going outside of the realm of what's kind of been secured. Mechanically, you're going outside the hex that has already been explored following these tracks. Is around it's about 1500, so about half an hour before sunset, that you reach the other side of this hex, this unexplored hex, and you can see there is a beach appearing ahead, and you can hear sort of before you see anything, you can hear the beach, but you also hear what sounds like cookware, potentially. It's like a pinging sound. I'm assuming you all want to stealth, right?
I definitely will.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a group stealth check.
I will attempt to stealth.
Do I have anything that will help with that?
That's not
right
bad.
now.
I rolled an 18. You know what? I'm going to surge as well. Extra stealthiness is helpful.
Hey.
So I have a 20 on stealth.
Hey.
25.
Nice.
Man, that's another nat 20.
Damn.
Nice.
Man, Ollie, I wish I could share these with you.
I know. Dear fucking Christ.
Spare 20s. Spare 20s.
I got a
Just
17.
a smidgen of a 20.
16.
Hey, man.
Did you roll? Rhea, did you roll? Was Rhea here with us?
No.
No, sorry.
Perception check.
You said that like you were using in a weird.
Or stealth check, yeah, stealth check.
It was my work asking if I had time to step into work, and I said no.
No, fair.
Let's see.
Clearly, we're more important.
Yes.
Oof.
Ooh. I see nothing. I see nothing.
No, it's a stealth check actually.
Yeah. Stealth.
I stealth nothing, Doc. Well, even lower than because
yeah.
Yeah.
At first, you're kind of crunching on some sticks, and then one of the others, we'll say Sveta is like, "Hey, watch your stepping," and you're about to step on a cluster of branches, and it's like, "Oh, okay," and you.
Right.
The rest of the group rolled high enough that you didn't completely tank the overall group stealth.
Yeah, I had a 20 with my surge roll in there.
I appreciate that. That's how you're doing a group roll, rather than be like, "What are you failed? Fuck your stealth."
No, it's more of a. I'm looking for the kind of average.
So more of a succeed than fail.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's do. Okay, that's the same. All right. Let me just do this real quick. Alrighty. Nice. We are keeping with the consistency.
Oh yeah, definitely keeping with
Alright.
consistency.
Yeah. Yep.
Extra flag,
Okay. Don't worry about it. So you all sneak up and you can see a very similar camp set up. There's a tent. There's a campfire going. It looks like you can see 3 people gathered around. They are looks like they're eating something from some kind of you would guess metallic bowls of some kind. They're not using like forks and stuff you're used to seeing. It looks like they use some kind of ladle of some kind to retrieve from this pot that they have, but they seem to be using sticks to eat with, and they're also occasionally sipping from the bowl. For those that weren't here last time, these people are dressed in very ragged clothes. These clothes are like stained, torn. Some of them are like barely even fitting anymore. But there's these 3 individuals kind of camping here.
I see. I see 1, 2, wait, 3. Back at no. It's supposed to be 4. Where's
Well, there was
the 4th one?
Well, there was maybe a scout. Remember?
Oh no.
Maybe they're away right now.
Might be away.
Oh no.
Either way, we're here on diplomacy, so we're just.
No, yes, we're on diplomacy, but if the scout finds us, this may not be a very diplomatic, fun way of dealing things.
Should we just try to move out and not be threatening at all?
That's my plan. I plan to leave my weapon here and approach.
Hopefully they speak a language we all do.
We'll find out.
Okay.
All right. So Tilk will creep forward a little bit before, he's gonna exit stealth away from the rest of the group.
Okay.
And he's gonna have his hands up in a non-gesturing way. And approach and try not to startle them. Like he's not gonna make a concentrated effort like I'm gonna sound like a fucking bull tearing through a store. I'm purposely making noise, hands up. Hello.
So you come out, as you describe, hands up, say hello. As soon as you're making noise, the 3 of them kind of drop their food. Whatever soup or whatever they were eating spills out into the sand. One picks up a scabbard for some kind of blade. Another one picks up a staff. And another kind of stands up, visibly unarmed from what you can tell. As you recall from the last time, these humans appear to have more rounder faces, almond-shaped eyes, and dark hair. They all look unkempt. Their hair has grown long. Many of them have tied their hair back. One of them seems to have just really scraggly facial hair, kind of growing around his jawline. From the group, you can see it's 2 men and a woman. One of the men is holding the scabbard with what you assume to be a sword sheathed, and then the other is holding a quarterstaff. The one woman appears unarmed. And the one holding the scabbard just very loudly, "Yum!"
You cut out.
He yells Yamara. Yamara. You don't understand what the fuck he said.
Nope.
Can I still roll a linguistics anyways?
Let's try to get from.
I'm
Okay, no, it's just one way.
It's not going to tell you what exactly he's saying if you do well, but you'll be able to potentially pick up on the intent.
This D6 is not a mythic surge. This is inspiration.
Okay.
That is a 20 on the roll.
The impression you get is he's yelling something along the lines of halt or stop, maybe. Because it doesn't, at least from how you understand of like tone, it doesn't sound questioning. Granted, maybe their questioning sounds different, but you think he might be yelling stop.
No,
That's it.
but I imagine this. If he's whispering, I'm not going to be able to hear him.
Yeah, he's far enough out. He's not gonna hear you whispering. So are you going loud enough, or are you just kind of whispering to yourself?
No. You know what? That actually might not be a good idea if I expose myself real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hairstyle gonna do a dumb.
Okay. What's the dumb? Are you gonna emerge?
Hairstyle's going to emerge and just kind of wave to Tilk.
Tilk is not looking at you. He's going to be looking at them.
No, I know, but I'm making it so I'm waving to you from their perspective. And then I'm just like, hey, stop moving.
Okay, so you're emerging and you're gesturing for Tilk to stop. Okay. So Tilk, you're seeing this. Do you want to stop, or
Tilk planned on stopping anyway because he had their attention.
Okay. Gotcha. So you see that, you're stopped. They see him. The guy with the scabbard partially pulls the sword like by an inch, and you can see the gleam of a blade shine off of the sun, gleam from the sunlight. And they are all very tense.
Yep. I put my hand out for him to Tilk's not gonna hide, god damn it, or style. And like, everyone calm down. We mean you no harm.
They exchange looks, and there are a few words exchanged completely incomprehensible. They are all staring at you on edge.
Tilk will keep one hand up and unsling the bag. He'll put it on the ground. He will keep one hand up at all times. He will open it, and he's going to take out a ration of the cooked spider meat. And then he will motion with his other hand, like, to cut it, like he'll split it in half. He'll try to pull it apart, and put one towards himself and offer another to them.
Okay, let's. Ooh, interesting. Let's do a diplomacy check. This is going to be hard because language barrier. The gesture is fairly clear. But yeah, let's do diplomacy.
24.
Let's see how you do. 24. Oh shit. Let me see real quick. Okay, let's do this.
Before
the guy who looks to be in charge.
I'm going to, before you roll that, I'm going to boost. I'm going to surge.
Okay, sure.
This feels like a rather important thing, so we don't go into hostilities. +3, 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. So, how would you? Okay, Zach.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was just looking at diplomacy myself, and I don't know how you want to roll about it. So I'll let you go through it.
Let me double check.
Let me do a little double check because this is very important. Let me. Oh, fuck. What is their charisma? Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Wouldn't be surprised that they're at least unfriendly toward us.
And you rolled a total of 27.
Yep.
That's
Great.
they have not great charisma. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. They actually have a penalty.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I say, ooh, like I
So
don't
that's,
also have a penalty.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's it does much. So you exceeded it by
Is it by 5?
5.
Ooh.
No, 4, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. There's
It goes
still some tension, but he does, at least the guy with the blade, he does kind of slide it back into the sheath. But they're not necessarily buying the intent of sharing stuff with them, as far as you can tell. If you want to glean more, you could sense motive. But they're not relaxed. They are still tense.
Try to glean more.
Sure, sense motive.
Can I glean from where I'm at?
Yes. You're out in the open. You're currently in the shit, and you can see them clearly.
17 on my sense motive.
Yeah. It's hard to read. You're not sure who these people are, what their background is. As far as you can tell, they think you have ill intent towards them for one reason or another. It's impossible to say why, but you get the impression that they are expecting violence. They're not really buying this. We want to share food with you.
Tilk will lay out something to put the food on. That way, it's not just in the dirt. Like he'll roll out like a piece of cloth, like to put the food, and then he will make a cross with his like an X with his arms, and then like not actually like punch himself, but like the motion of punching himself, and then do the X again.
Okay, so you tell me what you're intending to communicate.
Trying to communicate no harm, no violence. I don't want anyone fighting.
No. Trying not to convey, not threat.
No
fight.
There's a couple glances shared between the three of them. There's some very like brief and fast like back and forth. They don't ever entirely take their eyes off of you as they're talking amongst themselves. The one with the sword kind of just gestures the direction you emerged from and says something. Obviously, you're not sure what he says, but he's gesturing the direction you came from.
Can I do further linguistics checks? See if I can pick up things.
Yeah, you can attempt it.
Okay. Again, I will use inspiration dice on top of this because I do not take penalty, or I can use inspiration without having to expend the resource. Oh, fuck. That was a 31.
Yeah. The more you hear this language, it is unlike anything you've heard before. It flows kind of similar to how Elven flows, where it's, to the untrained ear, it's nigh impossible to tell where a word starts and ends. The way that things just kind of link together and then the flow of how they speak. Of course, you know enough that, like, with how rapidly they're speaking, it may not normally sound that way because, they're in a heightened state right now, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, like, it sounds, just the way the syllables and the pronunciations and everything are going, it sounds like nothing you've heard before. As far as, like, what it seems like he's trying to communicate is, like, for you to, like, leave or go back.
Okay.
He has a sort of commanding tone to his when he gestures.
Hey, Tilk. Think he's telling you to at least step away from the pack.
So we'll back up, both hands up, still looking at them, 10 feet. Then repeat the no fight, no gesture.
Okay. When you back up, there are words said, and then, like, the woman takes a few steps forward, but she doesn't go all the way up to the food. But she's, like, eyeing it, like she wants to approach it, but then she is, like, nervously eyeing the two of you.
I will back up more when I see that she's moving to get to it. I will give her space.
Is she the one who has no weapons?
She appears to be unarmed.
Okay.
So, like, as you back up, she moves forward all the way up until she's, like, able to approach the food. Like, she seems insistent to keep, like 45 to 50 feet between you and her.
Yep.
And she'll approach the food, and she'll, like, crouch down, still watching the two of you, and she will, like, poke at the food, lean in, sniff it, and stuff. Like, she is examining it.
Silk will make a little spider shadow puppet. And then make, like, an eating motion, like he was eating a haunch of meat. So spider, haunch of meat, to convey its spider meat.
Yeah, she watches you, and then she glances back, and then turns her attention back to you and says something. It's clear she's not speaking to you. She doesn't want to keep her eyes off of you.
Fair.
And there's more words exchanged between the different members of their little group. And she will take the food and, like, backs up. And the man with the sword speaks again. This time the tone is questioning. Naturally, y'all have no clue what the fuck he's saying.
Till will make like a weird, like, he'll handshake himself and then point to himself and point to you, like, cooperate, us friends.
There's still visible tension, and he kind of glances to the other two, and there's more words exchanged. I think he's going to attempt another sense motive, because they're not really sure what the fuck you're trying to communicate.
Did I roll diplomacy again?
Sure.
I will again surge.
Right, that's right, motherfuckers. Language matters in my games.
Yeah.
True. It's fine.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh man,
I got a 17.
Oof.
at least your bonus is good.
I got a.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I got a question. Since I've been kind of sitting in the bushes listening to this, and you said it sounds kind of like Elven in language structure. Knowing Elven,
it flows like Elven, but
otherwise there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's unrecognizable. Because where you're from, Elven is like one of the few languages that has just this really constant flowing sense to it. Whereas like Common and like Orcish and Dwarfish and such, like there's hard stops to words and sentences and stuff. Whereas this language just, it sounds like it runs on, but maybe you're just, because you don't recognize it, you don't know where to notice the pauses.
Yeah.
So like definitely doesn't share any parent languages from our continent. Or with languages from our continent.
Yes, Ollie.
Can I attempt to assist Tilk with this?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can attempt to assist. Diplomacy roll.
No, fuck.
Damn.
You -2. God damn.
Yeah, you try to gesture. They seem to like, there's still like this tense confusion.
You know what? I'll start talking in undercommon. Like, God fucking damn it.
I wonder if there are
speaking all the different languages I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if there are any other languages that aren't necessarily from humanoids that our continents may share.
I have Celestial.
So Ollie, you speak undercommon. Are you mumbling to yourself, or are you actually like trying to communicate?
I'm kind of communicating. I'm trying to see whether or not they get a reaction of like they recognize what that is.
You get a cocked head. No fucking clue what you're saying.
You tried.
Were you gonna try Celestial, Brandon?
I will try Celestial. We are friends. We mean you no harm.
Let's see.
Would any of them know?
Damn.
Because at the very least, I could talk to Brandon and Celestial.
I'm going. This is a very curious situation. Here's what I do. It's not great for them, but this oof. When you start speaking Celestial, the guy with the sword kind of perks up a little bit, and he just, some of the tension goes down a little bit, but he looks really confused.
Like he kind of recognizes it, but not at all.
Yeah, like and then he says something, and then one of them says something to him, and he's looking more confused now. Like, what?
I wonder if he recognizes the language but doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Can I try talking to them in Sylvan?
I mean, at this point,
you can try Sylvan. You try to say something in Sylvan, and it just no real response. Like it doesn't click.
I wonder if dragons have made it this far. I'll whisper
whisper to us who's still hiding, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe you should try, since I don't know how they're going to react to how I look. But I'll be right.
I can. So Rhea will.
I don't want my face to ruin this whole thing.
Carefully begin to move out with her hands raised, and say in Draconic, like greetings or something. Let's see if they know.
So there's you emerge. There is a spike in tension again as he, like, the guy with the sword leans forward in like a ready to draw posture. But you speak Draconic, and like he makes this really confused expression, and like there's an audible nutty. Like, what? And they're exchanging looks. They're saying something back and forth. And the man is he thinks for a second, his like brows furrowed, like he's getting frustrated by this situation. He's really confused as far as you can tell. And he's gonna
speak Dwarven.
I'm gonna give him a shot at this. If you say something in Dwarven, there's no response.
No, I don't have
There's
to.
no visible.
Ooh.
Okay. He sits there and he thinks real hard. He says a word. And it's.
I want to do more
It
than
sounds.
figure what's going on.
It has a sort of lilt like Celestial has. But it sounds like some kind of like Kongling word between Celestial and Draconic.
Oh.
And he asks, like, it's really hard to decipher. Like, both of you are kind of like getting part of the picture of like what he's trying to say, and it sounds kind of like this really broken, like, who are or why are it doesn't make a ton of sense. It's really broken, like single word question, but it kind of vibes with both Celestial and Draconic.
Nobody ever
Kind of
asked,
vibes with
how are you?
Okay.
Rhea will look to the rest of the group outside here, and she still has her hands up, and generally trying to be as non-threatening as possible. As she says, maybe the language kind of sounds like Draconic.
It sounds like Celestial.
Does it?
I catch the Celestial too. I don't know Draconic, but I kind of hear Celestial.
Maybe we can like piece it together if we work together or something.
We didn't think about a potential language barrier. It was a bit of an oversight on our part.
I thought about it, and
It'd be expected, actually.
Yeah, y'all.
Actually, oh no! Wait, Zach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to pull one of my extracts out.
Oh God. Okay. Sure.
If you had comprehend languages this whole time,
I'm gonna be mad.
I do.
then
I do.
You start pulling this vial out.
No. I do it slowly. It's just like I wave, point to my bag. I pull out a vial.
Yeah, as you're slowly pulling it out, he's slowly partially drawing the blade.
Waving, not threaten, no threaten.
There's a lot of rapid language being exchanged between the three.
you might want to sit down or something.
Rhea, Let's see, do I have anything?
He yells something in a questioning tone at all of you. No idea what he's saying.
Okay.
I will attempt to get his attention back over me to give him time to do whatever the fuck he's doing, because Tilk doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Give me a diplomacy. Because you don't need the sense motive to feel like the tension is
things are escalating.
Oh yeah, as far
I'm
as I
going
can
to
tell,
add
I know
fucking another die.
I know. I want to do the motions
God damn it.
I want to do the motions of vial, point a vial, point to me, and do like a drink motion.
My goal is to distract them long enough for you to chug it. So chug like you've never chugged before. 17 total.
They're not going to stop you. It's okay. He doesn't look like he's about to attack. Like he is defensive posture, blade still partially drawn. He's not moving forward. He's not drawing it further, but he is in a ready posture in case some shit goes down.
That's perfectly fine. I will drink my extract of comprehend languages.
Ooh.
Are you able to share those with other people?
Not yet. I have to wait until level 3.
Yeah, there's a discovery for that.
I have to wait until level 3 for this.
You can understand the spoken words of creatures or read otherwise incomprehensible written messages. The ability to read does not necessarily impart insight into the material. Okay, that's irrelevant. That's more written material. Can be
I can at least
foiled by certain
understand
wording
them.
magic. Yes,
I cannot actually
understand
talk
them.
to them, but I can understand them.
Cool.
Tongues lets you talk to them, but that's a high level spell.
You you can hear the one with the staff saying that I'm gonna tell you you're understanding the meaning, but
Without
the
what actually
literal what
they're
they're saying, like, yeah, because I'm gonna say the magic is kind of deciphering the general meaning and not the exact word for word.
Yeah, that would be like
That makes
tongue.
sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like sentence structure isn't the same across languages, and if you don't actually know the other language in real life, doing that realistically.
Effectively, the understanding you're getting is the one with the staff is asking with a sense of deference to the one with the sword. Why don't we just deal with them? Like, why are we entertaining this? The woman is saying, I'm waiting for your word. And you get a similar but deeper sense of deference to the man with the sword. And the man with the sword is like, if these foreigners are here, then there are probably others. I don't want to bring more after us. The one with the stick is like, kill them or not, there will probably be more that will come.
Okay.
So why don't we just get rid of them and move on?
At that point, I look over to the guy and I'm just like, no, please no. I'm like hand waving, no kill. Looking at the guy who said, let's kill him, I'm like hand waving, no.
Yeah. Let's see if they can understand that you understand what they're saying, because they don't have comprehend language. Okay. Yeah. So the one with the stick kind of gestures to the one with the sword, and he's looking at you. And it's, you get the impression he makes some comment about this one performs magic.
Yeah, not.
And then he pauses, kind of squints a little. You understand.
Low nod. Point to vial.
You pick up this condescending intent in his words. You take yours and go back wherever you came. Do not come after us again.
First, I'll just kind of just like visibly.
What's going on, buddy?
They figure I kind of tune them in that I can understand what they say now. Okay. And Sword Guy is in charge. Sword Guy also just said for us to leave. No further contact. Oh.
It might be best to honor their requests because that shows some level of trust, but because we aren't really getting much meaning out of this because we can't communicate well.
Yes, like as far as I can tell, this is not going to last very long, and after, I don't know, almost maybe half an hour, I'm not going to be able to understand what they say. And
that poses a different problem, is that our intent is to find more and communicate with them on a diplomatic level. Then when we leave and come back, we portray them a different way.
Yeah, but
There must be some way to let them know that we can't do that.
Who has coins?
I I have a few.
I do.
Do you think coins will actually help them out here?
Are you trying to pay them, or
Well,
or do you need to use them for something else?
it's something like that. Just show that in good faith we'll leave, but we offer something as payment.
Let me. So Toke will.
Gifts, maybe.
Toke will take his little pouch of coins that he has. If not a lot. Which is probably for the better. Jingle it, and then give a motion for help. Pay for help.
Diplomacy. Because your intent is to offer to help them, or that you will pay them to help you.
More pay
Something
them
else.
to help us. If they interpret it the other way, Toke won't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I also use a bit of the linguistics to kind of help with this? Oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
No.
considering the situation, I'll let you assist with linguistics.
26.
Oh thank god! Oh, 21. 21 to assist, so you get a 28 now.
All right. 28 total.
The
1d2?
one with the sword.
That's supposed to be a d20 or no?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a D20.
Oop.
For the
Okay, that's
listener,
significantly better.
got a
Like the same
22.
result. Oh no.
The coin.
Yeah. There's a pause. And the one with the stick says something along the lines with a distasteful tone, like, "Are these savages stupid?"
Rug at comment.
The guy with the sword acknowledges your response to that, and he says to you something along the lines of, he's offering payment for what? I don't understand.
You, I will try to do a point to them as a group, then point to us as a group, and then interlock hands, clasping hands.
You I'm gonna make him roll no sense motive.
That's not too bad, actually.
Together
And then
work.
yes, nod.
He looks confused, looks to the others, and says something along the lines of, "To what end?"
I wonder how well I can pantomime this, but it's just like us, point to us. Point to ground. Point to, and just give confused look.
Boy,
Like
okay.
we
I don't know how to
here.
comprehend that. You said it out loud.
Yeah. What is?
I know it's.
Tell me what your intent, what you're intending to communicate. I've got the RP gestures. So what are you trying to say with those gestures?
I'm trying to say we don't know, like we're here, but we don't know here.
Right. Okay.
Strangers in a strange land.
Yeah.
What sort of ground is it here? Is it like
you're standing on a beach right now.
Okay.
It's still kind of drizzling. It's still kind of overcast.
Oh, were they just further down the beach, not like into the tree line? I forgot.
We
found them.
so I forgot to kind of like cover this when you're traveling, but now that you've reached a beach based off the tracks you're following, from what you can gather, this is actually a peninsula that you're on right now.
Oh, so we like
So,
crossed the peninsula around the
Yeah. Yeah.
Rhea will.
He thinks for a moment in response to that. And he kind of relaxes his posture a little bit, slides the sword back a bit. You don't know this land.
Nod.
You want our help to know the land.
Nods.
You
Sky.
don't know who we are.
Big head. I will also
know the Dominion.
tilt head sideways. Shrug.
They kind of all exchange looks. Is there a safe place?
Nod.
Proof. Food? Water?
Ooh, Oak will 3
So
big ships.
So what Rhea was going to do was she was going to draw a ship in the sand.
They're far enough down the beach that they're not going to be able to properly see something you draw in the sand, unfortunately. Yeah, they're like 60 feet away from you. Like they're keeping big distance.
Oh,
yeah, so I look over at Tilt. I look back at them. I point to our group. I point to the water, and I kind of make motion of like to my hand on the water to the land. Kind of just like we came here on boats.
Yeah, but the Toke will pantomime 3 big boats. Like he'll put like a little shadow puppet of a sail. 3 big boats.
Yeah, so his response is like, I understand you not from here. You came here by sea. There is nothing but sea to the west. So you've come very far.
Nod.
If roof, food, water, no tricks, we will go in peace with you.
Clasp hands and like in like a cheer, and then we'll point in direction of where our ships had landed, and group make motion of travel that direction.
Let me double check what time of day it is. He'll say, the day is short. We will stay here. You make camp not next to us. We will go in morning.
Nod.
Thumbs up, yeah. Okay.
He completely sheathes the blade, and they all kind of relax. And the guy with the staff is like, I think this is a bad idea.
It might be.
And the woman kind of smacks him across the back of the head. Which he bows to the guy with the sword, who just kind of fucking ignores the both of them.
Real quick, I wave to get their attention. Point to Hilk, myself, and then Rhea, and then point to where we came from, and just be like, we're here. Camp. Oh, and hope. Yeah.
So cool. Trust
they're
that you
pretty
guys
much
pick up his shit.
they're fine for you to camp as long as you're not camping right on top of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They very clearly
we will
their
keep
space.
we will keep the respectful distance. Might may want to move a little bit further because they don't know there's at least two more of us hiding.
Yeah. So, how do y'all want to handle that? A couple of you are still in hiding. They're not aware of the rest of you.
I mean, we can still make our camp, and when they come liaison, it's not like they'll be surprising that there's a couple more of us.
It could be surprising.
I think coming out now would be the worst idea.
Well,
so Rhea will talk to the rest of the group and say, so we should probably gesture that we are free here, and then point back there and say there are two more there.
That's what I plan to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all get their attention. Oh, that's really hard to do because they're still eyeing you. And you indicate that, and the guy with the sword says, then let us see them.
Guys, Liana, Tata, slowly stand up.
I will hold my hands up above my head and slowly stand with a nervous smile, just trying to look friendly. Mostly nervous.
Boy, okay.
Have they seen a tiefling before?
Y'all merge.
Don't know.
They very clearly see Liana.
Yeah.
Guy immediately starts pulling his sword again. You can born demons!
No. Shakes head. No. Shakes his head vigorously. No. Waves hand in front. Shakes head vigorously. No.
Like
motion begins.
Like a few quick steps back. What was that?
Oh no.
Y'all need to roll initiative.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Fantasy racism, everyone.
Well, they don't even. They might not know what a tiefling is, and they might just be like, "Oh, that's a literal fucking demon."
Yeah.
Don't know.
Well, no. To try and be non-lethal.
I got it too. Well, I don't have my sight, so it's doable.
Do you have an unarmed strike, sir?
Nope.
18 total.
God damn it.
Oh wow, I rolled a 22.
You rolled a nat 20. Ooh.
Oh, I should have just waited for everybody to roll there. Silk 2. First style 7. So that is an 18.
I wish the bot would like tag you when you roll instead of just having your name so that you could easily see which post it is if somebody else rolls at the same time. Sometimes I get my eyes get a little lost if I'm just looking at the numbers, so I don't see the name.
It is 13.
So there was
being
a bot
tagged, like highlights it. So
yeah, there was a bot that did do it that way, but I don't remember.
I don't typically mind it terribly much.
Oh, it's not awful. It's a minor thing.
Yeah, I get that.
I think like Realm of Darkness and Masquerade might do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy. All right. So, top of the initiative. The group are obviously freaking out. They are taking combat stances. Swordsman is fully drawn a sword. Liana, you are up. First act. What do you do?
I will take several steps back and promptly sit my ass on the ground and try to look non-threatening.
Give me a diplomacy check.
I do a big sit.
Can't wait for us to have to communicate for them not to look at your shadow.
Yeah, I think they're kind of far away right now, so it's fine. But there's gonna be some way to just be like, don't mind Liana. She's just spooky, but she's nice. I'm just searching this in the roll. Holy shit! Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, not great. All right, well, that happens.
I guess I mostly look scared. I might not look specifically friendly. I don't know.
Cool.
Our style is full of vigorously shaking head no, waving arms back and forth like no.
You plop your ass down on the sand, and there's going to be a roll that I make.
I don't know how like diplomacy and sense motive and all that go. Like I literally don't know how it works by default. So.
Okay. Well, you're sitting there, and you hear whistling as an arrow goes over your shoulder from behind you and disappears into the sand like 10 feet in front of you.
I'll turn to look at least where that came from.
Perception check. I'll let you do it outside of your turn as a circumstantial thing.
Oh, that's 21. Okay.
No idea. Somewhere behind you.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's their go. Sveta, you're up.
Well, fucking geez. I guess I'm going to raise from the bush where I had not really had that much time before everything went down, and sit next to Liana.
Oh gee.
Oh no.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
It's going terrible.
Okay, so
Solidarity.
You're opting no violence. Give me a diplomacy check.
Cool. I'm gonna surge this. And then my diplomacy is actually not terrible, 6.
Oh
So
my
that's a nat
fucking god.
20.
Oh,
Resulting in a 31.
For those of you counting, I believe that's 3 or 4 that he's had today.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You also pre-surged that for a nat 20 plus a 5 on the d6 plus the 6.
Yeah, well, I didn't want it to be like a 1, and then I'm like, get it like a 4.
Okay, so you knocked them down from hostile to unfriendly.
Back at square one.
At least directly towards you. Let's see what the others do.
Nice.
The swordsman, you'll be able to respond on your turn, Burstyle, but you do hear him say, "What is the meaning of this? You savages openly cavort with demons, and try to trick us into coming with you." The guy with the staff, he's going to start charging at Liana, but he's not going to be able to get there this turn. But he is charging up the beach. Rhea, what do you want to do?
I guess in this instance, I'm glad they decided to put that much distance between us.
Yeah, the staff guy knows his choice in life, I guess.
Yeah, I just mean it'll take a little bit for him to get to me.
Rhea will interpose herself between the staff guy and Liana.
Okay.
But she won't actually fight back right now. She's trying to make sure that it seems like that she's only there guarding and not actually trying to attack them.
Okay. I'll give you a choice. Intimidate or diplomacy?
Intimidate, actually.
Go for it.
I believe in the Fisk.
Considering the 2 sitting down, I'll also give you a +2 bonus because I'm feeling nice.
Nice. And now I just need to remember that to choose the actual roll command. There we go. And I'm gonna search that as well.
16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah, that's a good 19.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Cool. I'll take note of that. Earth Style, it is your turn. If you wish to respond to him, you can, and do whatever else it is you want to do on your turn.
I will respond, but God. How would I go about that?
Fuck hard.
I know what
No,
I
I
would
know.
say.
No, I know what you you have what you would say, but I'm trying to do this in the sense of I can't actually talk, and I know I can't, so I have to use motions and body language.
Yeah.
So I'm because guess what? I do this as a regular basis at my job normally with customers who don't speak very good English.
Believe in you.
Ah, jeez, fuck. Okay.
Welcome to Zemian, so cancel that.
Style's just going to continue saying no, not evil, or no, not no lie, no threat, no evil. Points to Sky, points to Liana, and then kind of just clap hand, curse.
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy.
I do linguistics instead.
I'll allow linguistics, but it'll be a higher DC.
Perfectly fine. I'm gonna use my inspiration again.
And he is the sword master who's gonna attempt sense motive.
Yeah, I'm just God.
Well, that's looking good.
Well, that's actually not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how he fully reacts if it comes back around his turn. We'll see what happens. The unarmed woman, she is reaching into her sleeve, but she sees that he is not immediately charging. And so she's kind of holding her action, ready to strike if somebody steps out of line. Tilk, you're up.
The only word that I've learned so far is Yamaro.
Are you going to attempt to say the word?
Yes. I was told what it meant. He's going to try.
You know what?
I don't actually know if that's what it is, but it seems like they were just stop.
Yeah.
He thinks they're not smart enough.
You yell it, and it actually does You do see some immediate recognition in their eyes. We'll see if it has any effect here in a moment. Liana, your go.
Let's see. Since there are arrows coming at me, I will lower myself fully to a prone position. Like on my stomach and just put my hands on my head. Like I'm definitely not trying to fight. And I'm also trying to not get shot.
Sure.
Understandable.
But I mean, I'll keep my eyes up as well as I can.
Yeah, another arrow does not come sailing. Wherever it was from behind you.
Yeah.
Sveta, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna kind of hold my action for now. Like,
Okay.
seems like we're doing okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
The swordsman looks around, assesses, and he says something. And you see the guy with the staff kind of pulls himself to a halt, and he looks fucking mad. Like he's pretty close to those of you sitting. He's like death glaring at Liana. But the swordsman says something, and when the staff guy doesn't immediately back down, he shouts. And it's almost like a visible flinch you can see in his eyes. And he starts backing up. I'm going to say the combat ends without actual attacks fully landing, thankfully.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And they kind of retreat. The swordsman returns his attention to your style and says, "What is this? Explain now. That is a demon."
And shakes head.
Double?
Not better.
We have an angle and we have a devil.
Although the angle looks like a human still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very subtle.
Yeah. Points to Tilk. Points to Tilk.
What?
Points to Liana. Like, points to Tilk, makes a line to Liana. Claps hand together in forward and back motion. And then motions to sky, like trying to make gods.
It seems like we're opposites of each other.
Not necessarily opposite. It's more of a
just
points to Tilk, because Tilk is the closest thing to human. Motions of movement towards Liana, clapping hand back and forth, and then pointing to sky. Like something changed. Went from looking like him, changed her to this. But not evil, not bad.
Yeah, he points at her and effectively says, "Bad blood should be destroyed."
Rude.
God damn it! How would I go about? Jesus Christ, this is complicated.
Yeah.
I don't want Liana. I don't want Liana to die. I don't want Liana to be destroyed. Fuck. How would I communicate that Liana's not bad?
A thing that mankind has been trying to solve for centuries.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
I don't think there's a charade for that.
You're. Oh,
Well, someone should make one.
that's
We're
fair.
trying. We're workshopping
He
it.
slowly
sees
trying.
you struggling to kind of figure out a way to communicate something. And he'll say something to the effect of, "You're savages, you don't know better. But I take it you're going to have to learn the hard way. So be it."
Close
And you
enough.
do see there is a humanoid figure that emerges from the underbrush from somewhere behind where you all had been hiding. And they are like, their clothes are similarly ragged, but they actually have like a cowl that is like covering most of their head. But based off of their figure and what clothes are holding to them, it appears to be another woman. And she is carrying a bow. Not quite the same design as you have back home, but very clearly a short bow, but a very fine make.
Hmm.
She eyes you all, but quietly walks over to their camp. The swordsman will say, "Keep her away from us, and you will see in time."
Slow nod, just acknowledging what he's saying. Just, ooh, if it isn't already clear to everyone else, they don't seem to like Liana very much.
Noticed.
That's rude.
I got
They
that
don't even know
impression.
her.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like, and somewhat like what we had when we were getting to the city and they first started seeing you during the like when we first came across the gate guards.
I didn't try to kill her.
No, but it seems that at least here in these lands, wherever this land is, more heretical, I guess is a way to put it.
I assume they take a more aggressive approach to people like me.
Yes.
Like they do.
Mm-hmm. They are okay, at least for now. They just want you not near them. They do think something about your heritage will be our downfall.
Well, too early to say whether they're wrong or not, but I will do my best to stay away from them.
Well, that may be something we could be advantageous later. We could have you run ahead and tell a group of people to be ready for them to arrive and to, not look like we're going to entrap them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
I have a thought. How many tiefling are among the ships?
You're
Very
looking at the
few.
one and only.
There's
Yeah, I didn't think Liana was the only one.
across the 3 ships, there are a dozen, if that.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm
Most tieflings do not live in the cap within the kingdom. Most joined merchant caravans and such, or stayed in remote villages. They're pretty rare.
Okay. Interesting.
Damiani, I think you're breathing into your mic a little bit.
How the? It's not even near me.
Yeah.
Fucking read.
But we were able to secure
a tense but manageable piece so far. Yeah, you may also, when you do run ahead, may want to mention someone who has the ability to magically speak other languages.
I was going to suggest either a tongue spell or potions of comprehend language or comprehend languages for both sides of the discussion, if possible. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Great. It would be great, except for I don't know how to make that.
Well, I mean, when I get back, suggest that to someone else. There's enough people there. I'm sure somebody does.
Hopefully.
Also, I suggest you don't take a watch tonight. I'm afraid it might unsettle them and cause issues.
Oh, are we camping with them?
Not with them.
Well, we're just gonna be within view of each other.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't run back by myself. I can take on some of the wildlife, but
No, just when we get closer, it might be prudent. We could definitely send someone with you. That shouldn't be an issue.
oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, once we're in sight of the camp settlement, once we're back in sight of everybody, yeah, I'll run it.
Very cool. All right, so y'all settled down for camp, and I think we'll call the session there for this week. I think that's a good stopping point. And
right.
we'll see how these foreign relations carry out next time.
Fall apart. I mean, carry out.
When maybe a tongues potion is available.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If it's not, comprehend languages is a little easier to find. So
Yeah.
If it's fine.
Otherwise, just people that know linguistics.
yeah, I can put it together. It would just be expedient if we could do it with magic, but if not, we can
Also, you all get level 3.
I can now finally make those. Yes, I can do it. I can do it.
Oh, you
I
can
can pass out my potions. Now pass
Oh,
them.
well, just in case we can't find any potions of comprehend languages, maybe prepare
Well,
two of those.
The funny part is, I can actually probably take the feat of brew potion at this point.
I think you can.
We are level 3.
It requires cast level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you? Oh no, wait, you're an investigator. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, not an alchemist.
I don't remember what feat I have myself set up to get level 3.
Because it's either I do that, or I take the alchemist discovery for me to allow me to share my spells, and then I take the extra inspiration or take the extra investigator talent so I can do something else. But I can technically brew potions at this point, and with craft alchemy and some trade, I can do it without technically having enough equipment.
Oh, nice.
Granted, there's still some things I'm gonna need, like probably a fire and something to hold the liquids.
Your hands, 5-head.
Yeah.
I was really thinking that was going to go badly.
I was thinking it was going to go badly.
It was close at a few times.
You are not the only one. Yeah.
I'm so glad that one was rolled on the arrow attack.
Coming into the session, I was like, they're going to try to be nice, and these people are not nice people, and it's going to get violent. But no, you fucking did it. You fucking pretty good on your diplomacy rolls. You're fucking
Linguistics rolls.
determined. Yeah.
I'll be getting good nat 20s tonight.
Fucking God, dude.
fucking crazy.
All right.
This is
Hey,
a really rough roll. Okay, so tell me.
good
Yeah.
news for
I
everybody.
was like,
Aura of Courage. As long as you're within 10 feet of me, +4 morale bonus to saving throws against fear.
Oh, nice.
perfect.
Oh yeah, brother.
I also have mercies, so I
Like
need
a
a.
second level spell.
Oh, yeah, second level spells.
Oh yeah.
You're level 3, so
Fucking-
I do have to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my stuff.
I gotta decide if I'm taking. So my 3 and 5, or my level 3 and 5 feats right now are like that I have in my build plan are Craft Wondrous Item and Tenebrous Spell. I just don't know what order I want to take them in. I'm also not entirely sure if I want to take Craft Wondrous Item. I like having a crafting feat, so I probably want to take it. But there's also like a whole line of shadow spell meta magic that are pretty cool.
I'll tell you
And
this.
I
I
don't-
have to take skill focus arcane so I can get Eldritch Heritage, so that when we get our 3rd level of Mythic, I can get Mythic Eldritch Heritage and do all that shit.
We'll tell you this, Cinder. Considering civilization has not been really properly established,
Yeah,
materials for crafting are a little bit more sparse. Not
Harder to
impossible to
come
get,
by.
but
That's true.
you might have to like specifically commission things. There aren't really shops to go to.
yeah, those aren't exactly like supply lines or anything.
Yeah.
Be a
Like,
thing
I
where
don't.
So just something to think about. It's not impossible if you want to go into crafting. Just there might be a little bit extra work depending on what it is you're going after.
Yeah, maybe I'll do Tenebrous Spell for now and see how things are by level 5.
I am level 3. Okay, so I still only have
Yep.
I only have level 1 spells available to me, so I just get an extra formula for that. Oh god, what the fuck am I gonna learn? I think we should probably close out the session.
True.
Yep.
Thank everybody for listening while we go about our leveling up stuff. We hope you have a good one and hope to have you on the next. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
And now I